Oh, we already did that.
We already
Okay.
did the
'Cause they
thing.
cut us off. Thank you, everybody. This one was tough because I had to come up with 3 final unlocks.
Ooh.
Our first unlock, let me scroll down, is just simply called the Nick McNickerson Faith. Last we had left, the most recent addition to the Nick McNickerson family was Schblick. What is Schblick been doing after he's been told by Herc to escape? What ultimately were the decisions that he had available to him? You have that choice to pick. Well, let's find out. Light side, tier 1 is he just save some civilians. So there's a lot of just non-combat personnel aboard the Reforger. He's going to save them. Light side, tier 2, he's going to return to the Chosen. Disregarding it. And then light side, tier 3, he makes the ultimate Nick McNickerson sacrifice.
Oh, no.
Dark side, tier 1, he saves himself. He listens to Herc's advice, gets an escape pod. Dark side, tier 2, he gets revenge for the dude.
Ooh.
Nice.
I like
Dark
that.
side, tier 3, he defects.
Oh.
I want that one.
Okay.
So, with that,
Defects to who? Because like everybody's now playing.
everybody
so, yeah.
is
Everybody's on the
Everybody.
table.
So
the field today.
Except the rebels, because
Hey.
he was a rebel. Yes? Was he a rebel?
Ja.
I don't know.
Hey, what's this?
There's some rebels around here
No,
somewhere.
No, he was on the Revenant,
Revenant
ship, so
ship,
he was
yeah.
Revenant.
Yeah, oh, no, he was
Yeah.
Revenant.
It was
He
So
Revenant.
defects to the Ewoks. Joins
Great.
their
Sure, that's an
Great
tribe.
option.
choice,
Well, that
really.
could
Because
be an
he's on the Reforger.
Sure.
I don't blam. A leaky boom boom bam. Remember that song, Informer by Snow?
No.
That was
No.
that song, but with Reforger instead of the word Informer.
Cool,
Yep.
cool.
You want to just start?
Yeah, no, we're going to start right now. But real quick, we already started off strong. We had some pre-show tips. So you guys are already starting off with 10.
Yeah.
Ah, thank
The
you.
light side.
Gonna
With
need
that,
Wait.
Kill a droid.
I'm going to start this sucker up as we begin our first hour. Click start.
Good luck, everybody. I'm dead. Good luck.
That's true.
We open up, and it's happening in slow motion as you see that CZ-70B has been picked up by Herc, and almost in an instant, these blades had emerged from CZ's hands and pierced themselves into Herc. And as everyone kind of watches in slow motion, as Herc collapses to the ground, I need everyone to roll their cool.
of course.
Uh,
What are we rolling against?
This is going to be your initiative.
Okay.
You may add as many dice as you want to this, to thus add to your place
All
in
right.
the queue.
I'm pretty cool.
Well, all these dice are now on the table, so I think this is mine.
Oh, we should have taken these out.
Yeah, I'll do that right here. I'll do that right now.
I got 2 and 2.
We did really bad. Sorry, Bert.
Sorry, Bert.
Sorry, Bert.
It's all good. It's all good.
2 success, 2
I
advantage.
should probably roll for some of my people as well. Uh-oh. Aw, dang it.
All right. Milady.
Oh, I got 2 and 2. Success advantage.
Oh, I'm so much cooler than that. Ooh.
Yeah.
You got 2 and 2?
Yes.
Okay.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. Real quick, can the ghost of one
Oh.
Coop.
Coop?
Can I get you for 1 second? Calling upon you. Coop,
Cooper Hedow?
are you there?
Matt.
Oh, God.
No, that's fine. I'm calling out to you. In my room, on my bed, there's a little container. Has
Oh.
a bunch of.
Oh. Wait, okay. I guess the
On my bed. Thank you. It's like a little blue metal
Wow.
tray. I'm just gonna start rolling for the people that I do know.
Okay.
It's pretty cool that you live here, Bert, because you didn't just like leave that at home.
Yeah.
That is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, I left it at home, but it's in over there. Can you go get
Can
it?
you go get it?
Oh, they updated the new dice, and I
They did update the
don't
dice
know how
app.
I like this.
I haven't used it since they updated it, since we went back to old school over here.
since you made me learn. You forced me to learn how to use the dice, finally.
You're my hero. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Hey, you guys know who's great?
Matt.
Matt.
He is pretty good.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember when we murdered him?
Remember when Chat murdered him?
Yep.
Yeah, that was Chat's fault.
Yeah, let's get that straight. That was all.
Okay. So do me a favor. You guys can either pick, or I can choose for you. We have a tie when it comes to two of you. Aaron, you were
Yes.
first
What?
of this group.
That has literally never happened.
And then Clara and I both have 2 success, 2
Okay.
advantage. We can either
Okay.
hold on it, and you guys can wait to see what happens, or I can just you can randomly do it.
He's giving us the choice, Emma.
I was
so
like, let's
pick.
just feel it out,
Yeah.
you know?
Sure.
I feel like something organically will happen
Yeah.
after Aaron's turn.
Sure. Okay, here we go.
That music again. It's death metal music.
As the droid that you once knew, as CZ70B, pulls back his arms, and these blades retract back into his appendages, he turns, starts motioning towards the remainder of his group there. If you remember, there was about 4 battle droids. There was 2 other droids. One was kind of an IG droid. The other one was a Magna Guard dude. There was also 2 humans. One was Commander Gain. One was
Jambi.
Jambi.
Jeff
Jeff
Jambi.
Jambi.
Ooh, Jeff Jambi.
It's a callback.
And just with a wave of his protocol hand, he says, "Take them." And he starts to walk towards his droids. He is going to do an action. Ooh, interesting. And as he proceeds to say, "For the glory of our empire, for a new beginning, for a time when we all shall live free. Take them." And you feel that his troops are inspired. With that, instantly, the Magna Guard goes into action and starts chasing and running after.
Thank you. Thank you for dice.
And we're gonna need more.
It's different. Yeah. You see as it wom, 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 as it hums together as it's holding this kind of staff and starts to kind of coming straight at Aaron Powell.
Cool. I gun the speeder up.
Sure. On your turn, you can definitely do that.
Oh, sure.
But he is moving. What is your melee defense?
Oh, I thought I was first.
For us, you are.
Oh, yeah. My melee defense is 76.
Tight.
It's I have no melee defense.
Okay. But you are on a speeder, and I'm going to give you a bonus for that.
Cut it out, Naeem. You're freaking me out.
Oh. Okay. Just as you start to gun the speeder, you're just kind of see and look as everything around you is kind of moving as you're kind of everything's happening in slow motion as you realize you've been just with a speed this droid closed the distance between you and just smack against you as you're now flying off of your speeder.
Okay.
And you're just kind of seeing everything move sideways as you're being thrown off. Go ahead and roll for me, please. Do your athletics.
And take some dice.
I'll take 2 boosts.
Sure.
What am I rolling against?
You're going to do 3. 3 difficulty.
Reformer.
They're doing the dice math
Okay, so one of these.
by process of
So,
elimination.
That turns into one of those, and
those
that
two
went
go
away. 2 advantages.
Okay, so you kind of land. You don't get too hurt, but you're not. You basically are you like slide, and you're not fully getting up. You're just on your knees, so you're not really ready for an immediate action. Kind of when it's your turn, you're not like standing up. You kind of didn't fully tuck and roll, and now you're just kind of sliding, and you come to a stop, and you're like on one knee.
Yeah.
But you're not
like poised and ready to go. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. The IG droid, who's there, just looks at the three of you and does nothing. Aaron Val, what do you do? And again, Clara, you had kind of come in from the side. You had run up. So you're kind of relatively close.
I was on the speeder.
You're still in the back wagon.
I was in the wagon.
Yeah.
That's right.
Unless you had jumped off, unless you had detached it, or were you on the back of? Can't remember.
We had detached it.
Yes.
So you were just like on the
So you're now like in the back seat.
Yeah, we were
like
Maverick Kelly McGillis style on that thing.
You just saw as Aaron just got right off of it, but you're just kind of sitting on the back.
Not anymore. I'm not.
Well, first it's Aaron's turn.
Okay. So we have Clara with Herc. Got us and the Magna dude.
There's 4 battle droids that are kind of moving. They were originally heading towards where Clara was at, and they were firing horribly, and now they've turned around, and now they're starting to come back in your direction. And there's also Commander Game, Jeff Jambi, CZ-70B, and this IG droid.
Okay. So I'm just sort of like seeing red because that just happened. So I'm just gonna charge back at this Magna Guard.
Sure.
This is not a good idea.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just charging at this dude and just straight up leaping in the air and just trying to take his head off. It worked once. It worked before.
It did work before.
I have
No reason why it couldn't work
again. I've been
again.
decapitating a lot of droids lately.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
You're just trying to come at him and use your melee. What is your current rank in melee? This might make it easier. Do you have a rank in it?
Yes.
Do you have more than one?
Yeah.
So lightsaber is its own rank. So I'm going to create now its own new rank, but I'm going to give you 1 proficiency in that.
Okay.
So there's the dice opportunity for still a Jedi moment, but this is a weapon that you're unfamiliar with.
Okay.
You're slowly getting better. That's why you're going to have 1 proficiency in it. So you're going to still use your brawn, but instead of 3 proficiency, you have 1.
So how many dice does my 2 brawn give me then?
So that's 2 dice.
2 green?
Yep. So
And
1
one
would
proficiency.
be 1 would be yellow.
Okay.
1 would be green.
Yeah.
All right.
Take
Okay.
some boosts. Boosts,
Sure.
boosts,
I'll take those 2 abilities.
Sure. It's going to be 4 purple.
Am I the only light-sided character now? I'll take 3 boosts.
Have a party.
You didn't have to remind me, bud.
I love you so much.
Oh, am I the only? Yeah, I'm the only light side character. Okay, great.
Bert just changed the rules on me, and I'm nervous.
Yup.
Okay, let's figure this out. Let's get rid of these 2.
That goes
I think
away.
you're okay.
These cancel each other out. Those cancel each other out. 2
Yeah.
successes and an advantage.
Okay. Okay. As you activate your lightsaber, and I think we confirmed. I know we had retconned it to blue, but I believe we had changed it to blue, but I believe it's green,
Okay.
as was reconfirmed.
It's blue in
Bluish
your
green.
heart.
Yeah, it's like an aqua.
It's an aqua light.
Your lightsaber activates, and as you're starting to kind of swing down on it, this Magna droid starts to move really quick, but you're able to just get this perfect cut through into the top of its shoulder.
Yes.
You really blow through his armor.
That looks dope.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like full Superman punch, but like instead
Yeah.
of the punch,
Yes!
it's just Brings coming down
Lightsaber
with that.
down.
Yeah.
So you just, as you're like melting it, and you're seeing as it's cutting through this just chest, and you're seeing the sparks and this melting of parts underneath, it just pushes you back. And now you just slide. Now you just see this, definitely a cut that's been made in the droid,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still very active. Clara and I.
Yeah. He's been thrown. I'm running straight towards him.
Okay, they're like right
Oh,
in
I'm
front
like,
of you.
yeah, we're
He's
like,
tussling
because I'm
with the
back
droid.
now at this point.
Oh,
You
you're
got
back.
knocked off
Okay.
the
Yeah,
speeder.
and
But
ran
basically
right
this
back up
fight
to
is
it.
happening like right in front of you.
Okay. Then I take a risk, and I put myself in between the two.
Whoa.
Okay.
Can she do that?
You're gonna jump in between this fight.
I'm gonna try to push him back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go and do your athletics for me, please.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
Well, you're trying to jump between somebody who's holding a lightsaber and a droid. No damage with
Buzzy things.
buzzy things.
Mm-hmm.
What do I make it for?
4. I'm gonna take 2 boosts and 1 ability, so I'm gonna convert
Mhm.
those. Okay. Let's get rid of these. This turns into that, gets rid of that.
So I guess
3 successes. That's
Okay.
it.
you react with lightning reflexes as you jump off this little putt-putt speeder that you're on, and you get between Aaron Val, who is wielding this lightsaber, and this Magna Guard droid, and you kind of slide Aaron back, right? Not in a forceful way.
I just get in front of him. Aaron, he's still moving.
Not for long.
Okay. Clara.
Where's Gain?
Gain is farther back. So if
Okay.
it's like these droids that were behind you, they're not trying to come back.
Right.
Gain is sitting there. He's behind both Jeff Zombie, CZ70B is moving towards this group. There's this IG droid, and like Commander Gain is behind, kind of looking at all of it, holding 2 little boxes.
Exactly what I'm looking for. So he's in front of me,
Yes,
but he's a bit further in front of me.
correct. He's
Okay.
probably the farthest away.
Great. I'm going to use my jetpack to launch myself in that direction.
Sure. Go ahead and do your coordination for me,
Great.
please.
What's the difficulty?
Alright, looking up ID droid.
I'm gonna make it 4.
Okay.
What do they look like?
That
I will take a difficulty, and I will take 3
Ah, okay.
setbacks.
Sure. Because as you jump up and kind of
Yes.
activating your jetpack, there's still these blaster fires that are coming from behind you as these battle droids, again, woefully inaccurate, kind of entering this fray. So shots are coming from
'Kay.
behind you.
3 success, 1 advantage.
But despite all these shots, you as you move towards Commander Gain,
Yes.
and as you kind of maneuver up and over towards him, what do you do?
I take out the vibro sword that I have that was fake Papa's, and I like slash upwards at him to try to stop him from pursuing any further and maybe kill him. I don't know.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
What's the
That'd be nice.
difficulty?
He's earned
Difficulty
it.
is going to be 3.
Okay.
I'm going to do a natural setback because you're kind of doing it while you're
While I'm flying.
flying.
Okay. Great. I'm gonna take another. Oh, are there really 2 difficulties?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take them. And I will take 2 setbacks.
Nice.
Sure.
Let's go away, and then that becomes just a success. Okay, so I got 2 success, 2 advantage.
Okay, how much damage is your
The sword. I have it on here somewhere. Da 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 da.
The vibro sword.
Yeah, I have it. It's a melee weapon. It is success +2,
Yep.
and it has a pierce of 2 as well.
Yep. So the total would be
4.
plus your success.
That was the 2 success. So it's 2 plus
your brawn.
success. Oh, and my brawn, so 6.
Okay. And it's Nor's how much of
2.
2? Okay. All right. So you turn this vibro sword on, and as it hums to life, you're definitely kind of doing this cut
Right.
Up at him, and you feel like the sword definitely pierces through some of the armor, but
Right.
the swing kind of, you were maybe aiming for center mass or
Yeah.
what have you, but you're coming in at a jetpack and swinging up.
Right.
He takes a little step back, so you're cutting into his shoulder, and you definitely see that blood
Okay.
has been drawn, but it seems like his armor's absorbed some of it.
Okay.
And it seems more of like it's a wound, but it seems more of like a minor wound.
Okay.
It's my turn now. Let me roll for Force Ghost.
Herc, can I have you roll for me, please?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
What?
I'm dead.
Can you roll for me, please?
What am I rolling?
Uh,
There's no stat on here that is dead.
that's strange. Can you roll your resilience for me, please?
No way. Y'all, Togorians are strong, but okay.
He's pretty resilient.
All right.
Take some dice light side by
Yeah,
side.
man.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
It's going to start off as 1 red, 3 purple.
Oh my god.
Gonna start off as? You're gonna add to this?
That's it for this roll.
I will, for this roll, I will use 8 boosts
Okay. Sure.
Do it, buddy.
Oh my god.
and 1 ability.
Okay.
I'm
Shit,
cleaning out the light side.
Okay.
That's fine, buddy. Do it.
And we could use some more because we just started playing.
What am I doing? Rolling. That came out blank. That came out blank. That came out blank. Great. This came out blank.
Okay.
Crap. Okay. So there we go. There's that. There's some successes right here.
Those go away.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This was 2.
Okay, those
This
go
is
away.
2. That's that.
And
Crap.
That's that. Dang.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes with 1, 2, 3 disadvantages. 8 and 3 disadvantages.
Your eyes are closed. You feel your life force is bleeding out. You don't know for how much longer you can hold on. But you hear the sounds of conflict going on around you. And though you can't do anything, for a brief moment, you cling to life just a little bit more. The battle droids are all going to fire. They're going to shoot at the closest people, which is going to be Io and Aaron. What are your guys' ranged defense, respectively?
I've got 1.
1.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay,
Question about how these cards work.
sure.
How does it? All right. So
about cards.
yeah. So I've got a dodge card here.
Sure.
It says, when targeted by a combat check, ranged or melee, the character may choose to immediately perform a dodge incidental to suffer a number of strain, then upgrade the difficulty of the combat check by that number. The number of strains suffered cannot exceed his or her ranks in dodge. What does that mean?
You can basically declare, let's say I go, in this is a perfect example. Battle droids are going to shoot at you.
Right.
I'm going to try and dodge. For every rank of dodge that you have, you can consume 1 strain.
Okay.
That is going to add a difficulty dice for whoever's attacking you
Okay.
to their roll.
Got it.
So you can do the maximum of how many ranks you have. So
Okay.
if the Magna Guard wanted to attack you and you have 2 ranks in it, you're like,
Right.
I'm going to burn 2 strain to add 2 difficulty to this attack.
Okay. Got it.
Would you like to add any to this?
I will choose to do so now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many?
How
are
many
you-
cards? How many dodge
Well,
cards do I have?
you're using strain every time you want to use this.
Right. So I get to determine how much.
Correct.
Okay.
Up to the number of ranks that you have. How many
Okay.
ranks do you have?
In strain?
Dodge.
Oh, dodge.
I think only the one.
Just the
'cause
one?
it's
Probably
the one
just
card.
So you can burn 1 strain, and you'll
Okay.
add 1 purple dice to the attack that's coming at you.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and take a strain.
Okay.
So, as this series of battle droids are kind of moving closer towards you, most of their shots go wide. One does seem to graze Aaron down. These are crappy blasters. You're going to take 7 points of damage.
Crappy blasters.
And remember that whatever your soak is, you absorb that first, and then it's applied to your wounds.
Where's
How much soak do you have?
I don't know.
Oh, here.
Oh, wait. Yep, I have 2.
So you'll absorb 2.
Okay.
You'll take
5.
5 points of damage.
I was like,
And again, these are like, this seems like it's the most luckiest random droid shot ever.
yeah.
However, another one is heading straight towards Io. And it's about to hit you. You just simply dodge out of the way. Almost as if
You Neo'd it.
that little bit of extra effort that you exerted,
Mm-hmm.
you avoided being shot.
Okay.
CZ-70B, or as he calls himself, Alcorn. Captain, really. Throw down your weapons and your crew will not be harmed anymore.
Says the person who just convinced Herc that he had changed. And then murdered him in cold blood.
Go ahead and roll. No, I'm not gonna have you roll. I'm not gonna have you waste your choice is yours. Herc or all of your friends. And he's moving. He's kind of saying this as he's just very confidently walking from where Herc's body is, moving to where the IG droid is. The IG droid kind of just like instantly falls in line, starts moving with him, as well as Jeff Zombie, moving closer towards you to where you're kind of engaged with game.
Right.
The Magna Guard is going to swing at Io. What is your melee defense?
1.
Would you like to use your dodge?
Yes.
Okay. That really messes it up. All right. Yeah, okay. So you just, as you're kind of seeing, it's still moving with this speed and intensity as it was, even though it has this kind of gaping wound from this lightsaber. But each kind of swing as it comes closer to you barely seems to miss, but still, you just use your reflexes to dodge out of the way every single time. Aaron, what do you do?
Can I describe what your last dodge looks like?
Yeah.
Her last dodge is just a lean down, and I'm just gonna do a straight like roll off of Io's back and slash him again.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
You got more dice.
First,
Take some dice.
first do your athletics.
Because this would look really cool. If you roll really
This
well.
will be very sick if it works. What am I rolling against?
2.
2 purple. That's doable. Clean it out.
Now, here's the thing. Is he rolling for athletics and then something separate?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take 1 ability.
Sure.
And we go live to the dice cam.
Do I get a boost for like sick romantic battle chemistry?
Yeah.
No.
We tried.
It's fair.
We tried.
It's worth a
That's
shot. How many ranks do you have in romantic battle chemistry?
50?
69.
We're done.
Nice.
Oh shit!
You asked.
Those go away.
Okay.
not
we're-
3 successes, 1 disadvantage.
Okay. You definitely propel yourself off. You're kind of doing this maneuver. So you're gonna get. So now go ahead and roll for your melee. This is gonna be your lightsaber skill that you're using. You're gonna get a boost to this action because of the athletics that you did.
Okay.
But you're also gonna take 1 strain.
Joestar using a pencil. Pencils and parsecs.
So yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be you're gonna get your natural boost from that sweet maneuver that you did. But it's gonna be
It's like Herc possessing me. I just want to describe cool shit.
oh, yeah. 1 red, 2 purple.
You got a proficiency up there.
Yeah, I'll grab that proficiency and 1 more ability.
Sure.
Okay, he has acted. Okay, I can't do anything to make you angrier with cards. This could have been worse, dude. Like, I could have been a full-fledged Jedi now and just ruining your game.
It's true.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, hold on.
I think we've got a Jedi moment.
Ooh.
So these cancel out.
Yes, those
that
two
would be
cancel
dope
out.
as
And
hell.
hold on.
You
This
get an extra
turns-
success for
okay.
it too. I mean, if it is what I think it is.
1 success, 2 advantages, 1 Jedi moment. Fuck your Magna Guard. Fuck his face.
As you, I guess, with the power of love or some garbage.
Don't need money. Don't need fame.
Don't need a credit card to
to flip off Io's back and kill this game.
You, again, you've never practiced this before, but you've naturally had a sense of kind of. Normally, though, you have.
How he moves.
Okay, we're gonna leave it at that.
Yep.
That's fine. But you kind of push him up, kind of giving him a little bit of extra momentum as he's rolling off of you.
Dude.
So as that extra bit, like the guard almost was like swinging. It was about to like hit where it had projected where Aaron was coming at it. But just that extra little boost just sends him like over. And as you're going over, you turn around and bring the lightsaber down. Describe to me what happens.
Oh, so I'm behind him now?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. So I just land right behind him and just do 1 more little spin and just clean off.
The head,
Yep.
Dang.
or body, waist, legs.
Head goes clean off.
Head goes straight off. Head goes straight off. And as the head just kind of, you melt through it, you see as it turns around without its head and is still proceeding
Oh my god!
to move it around. But then it just, and then it's like starting to kind of go haywire as you just take your lightsaber in and just stick it straight into his chest, and it just collapses down.
I deactivate the lightsaber and I look at Io and I say, see? Not for long.
I just grab him by the back of the head and I plant one on him.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Still getting shot at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still making out.
As there's droid blast of fire going all around you, Io, what do you do?
I'm making out.
After you lay
Okay.
one out. Yeah.
Go kill those guys, please.
you could be like making out and then like fire.
Oh, can I try that?
Sure.
Who's firing at me?
It's like the battle droids.
Okay.
They're like moving closer, but again, they got a lucky hit on Aaron, but they're just
I took it in the shoulder skull.
yeah. Yeah, you can just like
Oh, I'm gonna James Bond this. Yeah.
sure. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Well, whatever your blaster is.
My range light, which I am ranked in. What am I rolling against?
2.
2.
Battle droids.
I'll take a boost. Why not?
Hector tried to leave you some dice, buddy.
Well, boost one blank.
Yeah.
These 2.
Yep.
3
Yep.
successes.
How much damage does your blaster do?
All of it.
All of it. Give me 1 second. 5.
Cool. So as you're just so it's a total of
8 because I've got 3 successes.
Yep. as you're just kind of grab Aaron and smooch, and you're just hearing this blast of fire going around you. You don't even look. You just kind of aim, fire, and like one of the droids just kind of like falls down and hits the ground.
My robot spleen!
No! And then they're still coming at you, but it was just hit it straight in like the. You hit it in its head, and it fell off. And as it was still kind of moving forward a little bit more, very similar to what just happened with Aaron, you fired again in its chest, and it falls down.
Nice.
Cool. Clara,
Yes.
what do you do?
So I glance over at where Aaron and Io are, and I say, besides, they seem to be doing just fine. And the sword that I had, like, in the arm of Gain, I'm going to try to bring down really hard because I like slashed upwards. So in my mind, it was like it went like up, and so the sword is like here or like lodged in his shoulder because we're engaged. So the idea is I'm trying to bring it down to like sever the arm, hopefully, so I can get one of the boxes he's holding.
Sure, it would have been like a sweep up.
Yeah.
Right, so it's not necessarily in his arm.
Okay,
but it's like if you're in
I'm
this,
already
you
at
can
the,
like
at,
just
at
turn
the
it up
vantage
and
point
then
of bringing it
Plop.
down.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Sword hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
We just learned that.
You're right there next to him. Difficulty's 2.
Great. I am going to take 2 difficulty and 2 boost setbacks, you know? Setbacks that will be boosts. For
Sure.
them.
Where's K2?
He's here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was so
Easier.
close to being a triumph.
And that came up blank.
that's
That
a
came up
blank,
blank. Great. So that is going to be that is 6 successes, 2 advantage, plus 4. So that's 10 total damage, ignoring 2.
Soaks.
Yeah, ignoring 2 soak.
You said you're trying to sever the arm?
That's the plan, or at least get him to drop what he's holding.
Yeah, no, he drops it. 'Cause his arm gets cut off. As you bring it down,
Yeah!
his arm just... He's just kind of like looking at it as... Because it's all happening very quick, right? So he's just...
And I look him dead in the eyes and I say,
Who's the traitor to the Rebel Alliance now?
So as this crate falls down to the ground, you see
Yes.
like his arm. He's still like up, and it's like
Right.
shock. He's kind of... He's not dead yet.
Right.
He does have an arm that is no longer part of his body.
I don't care. I just want to dive for whatever he dropped.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your athletics for me, please.
Got it. What's the difficulty?
Four red dice.
4?
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. Well,
take the
I'll
3
clean
setbacks.
out the dark side.
Sure.
Thank you, Internet, for...
You're off to a great start, Internet. Please
want-
keep it up.
Oh,
You want to see Bert get mad
your
a lot?
kind contributions. Well, I didn't roll a despair, so that's a bonus over last week.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Okay, so those go away. That goes away. Those all go away. And I'm left with 1 disadvantage.
You
Could have been a lot worse.
leap for it, and something strange happens. Because as you're leaping for this box, you feel this weird sensation in your stomach, almost as if you're like in a roller coaster and you're right at the edge, about to come down. As you realize the box starts to kind of float up
Huh?
momentarily for a moment, and then just down to the ground. Just kind of hovers for a few inches, and then as you realize that you are kind of suspended
Huh?
in the air. You quickly see as Commander Gain's arm starts to float up. Blood is kind of dripping off, of floating in these little blobs. And you just see him quickly kind of moving up with it as he pushes something. And he lands to the ground. And as you're kind of floating and you look, you see that CZ-7OB is there. There's a strange kind of humming sound. Oh, I forgot about that. That is being emitted from the IG droid.
What?
Oh, Captain. My Captain. You didn't think it would be that easy to do, did you? And you see that you can't quite make it out, but there's this strange sort of aura around you and your immediate vicinity. It's containing this entire group. As you see, it's this strange distortion and this weird kind of feeling and this buzzing sound is happening in your ears.
Okay.
That's your turn. Herc, can you roll for me, please?
I'm barely hanging on here, man.
Can you do your resilience?
Oh my god.
It's
I
now
have-
going to be 2 red
Okay.
with 3 purple.
Okay.
Chad, I'm just going to suggest that the McNickerson tier doesn't matter.
Doesn't really
Doesn't
matter. It doesn't
matter.
matter what happens
It
to
really
them.
just he's doomed
We
anyway.
really don't
so
care about
we
the
just
McNickersons. That's the secret. That's why they've all died, because we just really don't care.
I finally got you to admit it!
We only care about each other. I'm cleaning out the light side. I'm taking off
Do
5.
it. Oh, 5? Okay.
Yeah. Abilities. 5 abilities.
Yeah, like if Herc dies
Oh, that
again
was
because they're
beautiful.
concerned about Blake Nick McNickerson, that'd be real fucked up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was very, very good.
Yes, it was.
Okay, that's gonna become a 1.
We should go probably help Clara now.
Okay.
1,
No, she's
2, 3, 4, 5,
She's
6, 7.
She's fine. She's got a sword. She's good.
7 successes, 4 advantages.
Again, everything around you is dark. You're hearing this kind of strange feeling as for like a rippling goes across your fur as you feel it's like something has been altered or distorted within this immediate vicinity that you're in, but you don't know what this feeling is. You just get this weird kind of sickening sensation. But you focus on that as it reminds you that you, despite the awkwardness and the bizarreness of this feeling, for at least now, that feeling reminds you that you are still alive. And you continue to try and hold on for as long as you can.
Oh my god.
I'm bleeding so much.
The battle droids have moved closer to Io and Aaron. They're going to take some shots at them. Oh, that's right. I don't have dice. I have this. Would you like to use your dodge or you?
How many battle droids are
There's
there?
3.
There's
now.
3.
I'm using my dodge.
Okay, take a strain.
Getting out of dodge.
Yeah, I'll do it.
They're just not landing today.
It's too sad.
Yes.
Okay, so this is for that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Guys, the Nickersons literally don't. Please don't let Clara die.
Actually, can I also throw down another card?
Sure.
Dodge and grit? What does this mean?
Oh, grit's just a permanent
Oh,
addition
grit's
to
a
the strain.
permanent.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Okay, well,
Yup.
I'll play that when that comes into.
You can
Necessity.
it's not even really something you play. Just add it to your strain.
Yeah.
If you got a grit
It's just
card.
been.
Yeah, it's just added for forever.
For forever?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
I
Okay.
believe we did that.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a big conversation.
Yeah.
We did we ranked up my melee and my brawn, but not my grit.
I believe we also did as well.
Okay.
I'm almost sure, but
Yeah, because
you can look.
Hold on.
Okay.
You can look.
Because I have dedication that increases a stat permanently. I didn't pay for grit, but grit is also in my skill tree.
Yep.
So I don't know if it was her grit or
Okay.
her dedication.
Then if that's the case, I
Yeah.
gotta change this by 1.
Yeah, then your strain is
All right.
permanently increased by 1.
Okay.
These battle droids, though, they in themselves are not that great. Who knows, maybe you had killed their commander droid. Perhaps one of them is a commander droid, and with the loss of one of his soldiers that is inspired the rest of his troops, or perhaps they have been upgraded maybe more under Valkorian's rule than those of the typical Clone Wars era. Because as they are moving closer, you guys are smooching, it seems like their accuracy is getting a little better. One fires at Io and goes right past you. The other two seem to be honing in on Aaron Val. Both hit.
Motherfucker.
You will take 7 damage.
Oh my.
Then you will take 7 damage. So remember, the
Minus
first one
your-
is -2. The second one is -2. So that's theoretically a total of
10. Well, 14, but -2.
-2
Twice.
twice, so 10.
Oh, I go down. I'm at -2.
You feel a coldness take over your body. As it seems to start at your shoulders and work its way down. And though you don't fully understand what's happening, it's almost as if the same thing that happened when you were knocked off the speeder and kind of the world around you moved without you forcing it to. You're slowly spinning, falling. Things are slowly turning dark as you realize you are being pulled away from Io, but instead being turned around and faced in the opposite direction. As K201 has picked you up, turned you around, and absorbed all the blaster fire into his back. Those wounds will not count. But you hear just the slightest of a droid whimper and cry.
Oh.
As K201, without saying anything to anyone, slumps to the ground. CC-70B is moving towards the crate that's on the ground. You're kind of suspended in the air. Captain, this fight is over. You have lost. Now would be the time to surrender.
Sure. And if we surrender, what is your intention?
You will be my prisoners, of course. What's prisoners, though, amongst old friends?
Old friends.
So he goes and he picks up the case, and it kind of delocks. Choice is yours, Captain.
I know that you need me for something.
I have everything I need right here. And you see that there's still kind of blood that's coming out of his little protocol droid hand. That's where like the blades had come back in.
Everything you need to enter the temple, maybe. But I think there's more to it than that.
Very good point. Take her alive. And the IG droid is going to fire at you.
Ah.
You are suspended in the air, so any sort of range defense that you normally would have had, you're not going to get.
Damn it.
I have good range defense, too.
Yeah, you do.
Clara. Captain. Use the Force. Necessary to kill CC-70B. Kill him.
I'm trying, Herc.
Fucking do it.
You're going to take 10 points of strain.
I'm unconscious.
What?
And as you just kind of are hit with this blast, you collapse. And everything around you goes dark.
Wait, does soak absorb strain?
I think it technically doesn't, but I'll allow it.
Okay, then I am still conscious barely.
Okay. You've taken that hit. Aaron Val. You've kind of been picked up, turned around. As you kind of turn around, you see the smoking remains of K201. And there's these 3 battle droids that are charging at you. What do you do?
So as he sort of picks me up, I also see, because he sort of like walked behind me and went. So the first thing I think I would have seen.
He took you in. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think the first thing I would have seen is Clara just like floating in the air.
Sure.
So I think before I'm even processing anything, I'm just like, I'll get to the captain. And taking a shot from where I am at the IG.
Interesting. Okay. He's kind of a long distance away, so go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling against?
It's gonna be 1 red, 2 purple.
I'll take 3 boosts.
Nice.
Hold on.
A success and 2 advantages.
Okay. How much damage does your blaster do?
8.
Plus
Okay.
success.
Oh wait, did I skulldug him with my blaster? No, I didn't. Sorry, I have like a skulldug bonus with shooting people, but I didn't skulldug him.
Okay, so total is
9.
okay. You fire, and though you're an incredibly long distance away, you line up the shot, and as it cuts across, you see that it hits this IG droid directly on, and does cosmetic damage. Slightly more than cosmetic. It does burn through a little bit, but insignificant in comparison to it's fully functional and moving around. Okay.
Did I just completely wait? He is the guy doing all the gravity things, right?
Somebody is.
Maybe.
All right.
Okay. Io,
Yeah.
what do you do?
What's in front of me?
There's 3 battle droids that are coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
They're firing. They seem to be really honing in on Aaron and shooting him, at least from what you can tell. If it was not for the fact that K201 was there,
Right.
you sense, you see very distinctly that the damage done to the back of K201
Yeah.
would have been lethal
Right.
to Aaron. Again,
I-
it's a sense of there's 3 of them and all firing at the same time.
Right.
And I just shouted, "Get to Faye."
He says that. You look off to your side. You see that Clara is kind of suspended in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that whole gang of people. This is Commander Gain, Jeff Zombie, CZ, and this IG droid.
Okay.
Commander
do?
gain -1 arm.
-1.
Minus 1 arm.
It's not my first time shooting battle droids. I'm good.
It's very true.
They're all going to shoot at you next time.
You said, go to the captain. I say not without you, and I grab you and I shove you right in front of me, and we just push him in the direction of where Clara is. And I try to provide cover.
Can't do all that.
Okay.
What do you do?
Then I get him out of the line of fire.
I already am. I'm behind K2's dead body.
Are you just like taking cover behind the dead body?
I mean, he slumped down to the ground, so unless you're...
I mean, he's pretty tall.
yeah, he's a tall thing that's on
On the
Yeah,
ground.
On the ground.
It's
on
like
the ground.
laying down
so
on the ground.
You could, I guess...
I'm coverish. I'm partial covered
You have,
like an XCOM.
you have partial cover.
Yeah.
If you went prone and were shooting over it, yes, you could use his body as cover, and I'll allow that. It's fucked up, but I'll allow it. Yeah, you could do, yeah. But you want to push him in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I knew just how lethal those shots would have been.
Sure. Go ahead and do
Yeah.
your athletics.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
I'm going to make it 2.
2. Why not? I'll take a boost.
Sure.
Well.
Yep.
Well. This is.
Right now, I really wish that I had unlocked a grappling line. That would be really
No.
helpful.
It was 1 at one time.
I know, but it
Yeah.
didn't get unlocked.
1 failure with an advantage.
All right, you're trying to push Aaron forward. It's difficult because he was about to push over K2's body and use it as like a firing position. So you kind of have to like grab him, move him. So you are able to move in that direction, but you definitely do not cover as much ground as you normally could
Mhm.
have. So you kind of got tied up. So you're moving in that direction, but you're not close enough that you're going to be performing any sort of action there soon.
Okay.
Theoretically, you're not close enough. Okay. Oh, I flipped these around. No, I didn't.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Clara. You're barely holding on. You
I
just got
know.
hit by the impact of this blast as it kind of... taken your fair share of sunblasts in
Yep,
your life.
I have.
But this one's definitely like you're feeling like the wooziness of you're on the edge.
Where can I see what was in the box that CZ opened?
He didn't open it. He
He
just
didn't open it. He just picked it up.
Also, remind her to chat. You can bring Herc back to life right now.
I
Give him more dice
Give
to
him
roll.
more dice. He's going up after this.
If I go with you willingly, do I have your word that you won't hurt them?
Go and roll.
What's the difficulty? What is it? I don't even know what I'm rolling.
Do your negotiation on this.
What's the difficulty?
It's gonna be 1 red, 4 purple.
Take some dice.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I will. Fortunately, this is a thing I am pretty decent at, but I will still take 3 setbacks. It's not very good.
Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be worse.
Oh yeah, you're right. It really could be worse, huh?
Oh,
actually,
yeah,
that wasn't so
that's
bad.
pretty good.
So that is 2 success and 3 advantage.
Of course. As the field that's kind of like suspending you, like momentarily stops, and so you're kind of like stopping, and then it activates again. But I have your word that you'll come quietly.
I don't know about quietly, but as willingly as I can.
Good. See, just like old times.
No, Captain, I'm not dead.
The gravity well that's kind of suspending you dissipates, and you fall to the ground. Doesn't hurt you or anything, but you're beat up. The IG droid moves forward. Jeff Dombey moves forward, and he goes to like try to grab you and like hold you.
No, I don't want him to touch me.
He's coming for you. Do you do anything?
I like roll out of the way. Can I stand up? I'm very, very, very low on strain.
Go ahead and roll
Away.
away.
Just keep
Away.
Just keep rolling.
Just keep rolling.
You just saw it happen. It worked really well.
It did work really well.
Go ahead and do your charm,
Okay.
but it's gonna be 3 red, 2 purple.
Takes a lot to impress Jeff.
Nice.
Zombie.
So, great. I'll take 6 boosts.
Oh shit. Okay.
The audience is gonna give us dice. I'm gonna use them.
And they should give us more.
That would be very nice if they did. Okay. So those go bye-bye. Those go away.
Oh, this is looking pretty decent. Those go away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got
4 success, 2 advantage, and 1 triumph.
Yeah, that's
Don't
Clara.
touch it, Jeff Zombie.
That's the captain.
So you kind of like do like a jump up and like land on your own, and it's just kind of you take Jeff Dombey off guard because originally he was going to restrain you, but he just backs up and he looks at CZ and he just charming. Come, my destiny awaits. Oh, and tell your friends to not follow us. Of course. Unless they want to join and throw down their weapons.
Io.
Are you? Clara,
Aaron,
what's going on? Talk
get
to
out of
us.
here.
What?
Go.
What did you do?
Listen. I can't let anybody else get hurt.
Clara.
Get out of here.
What did you do?
Io, I think I want to like say this where like they can't hear me,
Sure.
if that's possible at all.
Yeah, but you have your helmet on,
Yeah.
so.
Io.
CZ left the show before we established Comm Channel 4.
Oh, true. I think that maybe, just maybe, whatever it is that the Revenant needs to complete what their task is, I think you're part of it. Or at least your blood, if it is some sort of sacrificial thing.
And?
So without you, I don't think it'll work. Get out of here.
What about you?
I'll figure it out.
Clara, bad things happen when you try to fix things by yourself.
Well, then I guess you'll just have to come save me.
We can do that. Buy time. Game's not over.
Clara, stay alive.
I will.
You heard that, yes?
Okay. Kind of as this conversation's happening, CZ is relaying orders. The battle droids stop attacking you, and they kind of are moving off towards where they're at. Commander Gain is like losing his shit. He's just like, she cut off my arm! And he like pulls out a gun and he's going to like, he kind of brandishes it in a direction. It's a little bit of a tiff, clearly, because he's missing an arm. And he has to do it with his
Cool.
like,
I would
offhand.
really like to just take out my wrist laser and shoot him like point blank.
No pain, no gain, bitch.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
2.
2. Great. Cool.
Fucking just spank this little
I don't have any
fucker.
Pull from the light side.
dice. I have full disclosure. I have 1 strain, so I'm probably
Well,
gonna
now I know.
get knocked unconscious if I do. Oh, but man, it would be cool.
Damn, light side's full
I
up.
know, that light side is full.
Because they need Herc to come back
'cause
to
they need Herc
life.
to come back to
Because
life.
Herc needs all of those dice.
I'll try to let Herc live.
He needs all 12 boosts.
Yes! 2 success, 1 triumph.
He's like brandishing it. He's not. You see that he's clearly upset. You know, he's like in shock, but he's addressing all of his anger to the fact that you cut off his arm.
Right.
You don't even wait for him to give whatever. You just right in the forehead, and he like collapses backwards. Yeah. And
Fuck him.
CZ just.
I always hated that guy.
He had served his purpose, and now it's done. Come. And he starts to like walk, like leaving this kind of area that you're in, this small, kind of residential area. And with that, we have finished our first.
What? Oh, dang!
We currently ended tier 3 light side. The ultimate sacrifice. What will that be?
Splick!
Stay tuned.
Oh boy.
Don't go anywhere. Now, as we enter our second round, I want to say this. First, I'm going to reset the clock.
Oh.
And as we all know, there was a certain unlock that we had, and it was called Herc's Kids.
Oh.
And that's what we had, and unfortunately,
That's how Herc
it landed
died.
on 0. There are decisions that had to have been made. But that was just technically Herc's perspective. What if we gave the internet a second chance? And this unlock is called Emrys's Kids.
Oh.
We're gonna figure out how many kids Emrys really is going to have.
Oh, gosh. And this time, don't be dicks.
Yeah.
Well, I learned my mistake. The internet is a cool, cruel, terrible place. Dark side tier 1 is just 1 offspring. That is it. Carrying on the line. Dark side tier 2, 3s. Everyone knows siblings of 3s. It's gonna have a problem child in the middle. That's the dark side. That's worse.
That's going to be
And
one
then
that's
dark
named after
side
Herc.
tier 3
106.
is 12.
Oh.
12 children.
Oh, my God.
For a single mama.
Single mama raising them in the galaxy. Light side tier 2 I'm sorry, tier 1 is 2. You get
Yeah, that's a good number.
Be twins.
could be twins.
Mm-hmm.
Light side tier
Oh.
4 could be 2 twins.
Tier 4.
My brain is a little mush. Light side tier 2
Tier
is
2.
4. And then light side tier 3 is a good lucky number 7.
Okay.
So
That's
here's
not
your
so
chance,
bad.
internet. Do us proud. So with that, I'm gonna start it up again. So at this point, Clara, you're moving with the rest of this group. They seem to just Commander Gain is there, but the IG unit goes and immediately picks up the case. That the other one that he was holding. They start ushering you out to leave this residential area. At this point, Io, Aaron, you're there by yourself.
Who has the tracker on them?
Me.
Dope. Sorry, I just couldn't remember.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Yeah. What should we roll? What would you like
Aaron,
to
I would
roll?
like you to roll your perception for me, please.
Am I rolling anything?
Just Aaron.
Okay.
What am I rolling against?
I'll make it 3. I'll make it 2.
I will take 2 boosts.
Sure.
I'm very perceptive. 2 successes, 1 advantage.
You're processing all of this. You're processing the fact that you almost were killed. You're processing the fact that you chopped up that droid. Everything. You process the fact that K201 is now just kind of a slag on the ground. But you also look over, and your thought obviously goes towards Herc, who is in a pool of blood. And you see just barely that of pained, struggled breathing.
Herc? I just like take off
Sure.
running for our buddy and sort of kneel slide
Sure.
over to him.
It's like my lungs are
You
full of blood. They're
Yes.
like all of my organs inside are just fucking wrecked. Them. Yeah,
you know
drowning in blood.
that your time in this galaxy is coming to an end. But you've done everything you can to hold on for as long as possible. And now Aaron is next to you, and as your eyes open, you see that he's there.
My eyes get thin, that little cat eye thing, because I'm getting used to the brightness because they were closed this whole time. I'm on my arm because I pictured that when I got stabbed, Herc goes down to his knees and then he kind of fell to the side. So he's been on his side this whole time, just kind of trying to breathe.
And I didn't see any of this, right?
You saw Aaron run off,
Okay.
and he yelled out Herc.
Oh, as soon as he yells that out, I run too.
Sure. Io shows up shortly after Aaron is there. You see both of them. It's struggled breathing, but you can talk. But you know that time is precious.
I open my mouth. And all this blood comes out.
Herc, don't,
Did I?
don't.
I use whatever strength I have left to raise my arm, the one I was lying on, and I assume Aaron is close to me.
Sure.
I reach up and I grab the back of his head and I bring it in close, and then I close my eyes and just give him one last forehead to forehead. Let him go.
We can fix it. We can fix this. We can fix this.
And I'm looking at both of them
Herc, save your energy, please.
as I'm on my way out.
Herc, please just don't try. Save your energy. Herc.
You see the last few gasps of life.
Are they gone? I reach forward. I shut his eyes.
We can fix this.
Herc, you always... You always ran for me. Aaron... She told us to get out of here. She told us to get out of here, Aaron, but I can't leave him.
We're not gonna leave him. I'm just sitting on the ground next to Herc. Randall? Caleb? Someone?
No response.
We just need we just need somebody.
Io,
Yeah.
go and roll for me, please.
What am I rolling?
Your perception.
What am I rolling against?
3 difficulty.
Is that it?
Yep.
2 boosts.
Sure.
1 ability. That was just 1. 3 successes and 1 advantage.
Despite the impactfulness of the current situation that you're in, that little voice in the back of your head goes off. That sixth sense that you are being watched. And as you look up, coming probably 10 feet away from you, you see the very distinct distortion shimmer as 3 of the Yemla droids decloak in front of you. They make no move, they make no action. They just kind of look at each other. One looks off, and you just hear a very distinct sound as it's relaying a signal.
Aaron, we have to go.
I just point towards the direction Valkorion took Faye.
You heard what she said about me. We can't screw up her plans, and we can't screw up her sacrifice by not listening to her.
We're not leaving her.
Well,
Go ahead and roll for me real quick.
Okay.
Do your negotiation on this.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
3 difficulty.
I'll take 3 abilities and 2 boosts. That's a good roll. 2 successes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advantages.
Immediately, all 3 droids start just kind of like one decloaks and runs off in that direction, or one cloaks runs off in the direction. Another one. The last one is about to move when it stops. As it turns back to you, you hear a voice kind of emitted from it. It doesn't sound like a droid voice. It sounds like it's a voice that's being relayed. Stay put. But where is Clara?
She's with CZ7OB. I think they're heading to the temple.
Don't move. I'll be right there.
Who are you?
The droid turns and it starts to like cloak. It goes and then like the head comes back. Turns back to you. Somebody who has a fortunate history of seeming to interrupt you guys. And as it cloaks, it runs off.
Sit back on the ground with Herc.
Sure. We're gonna cut. Cut to Clara. You have moved out of this kind of residential area, moving, and it kind of the way that it is again, this is a huge ship. You can see that you look up and you see that there's this ceiling, but that's just one giant deck after another, you can only assume. But as you move out of this residential area, it opens up into this huge kind of almost like transportation railway within the ship as a whole. It almost looks like a giant freeway is moved from this area, moving deeper into the heart of the ship. But as you look up, you're fully seeing the size and magnitude of the ship, as this deck is just a part of another deck above it, and another deck above it, and another deck above it. And it's this huge, almost city-like size for each deck. And all of them seem to kind of pour out into this main area. Each one has its own kind of road that leads to this heart of the ship. You don't see anyone else around you. CZ is just confidently moving towards what looks like a turbo lift. Captain, now is not the time to dilly-dally.
Lead the way. You seem to be so sure of where you're going.
I've waited a long time for this.
Is that what you've been doing since we saw you last on Tatooine? Just waiting for the moment when you could bring whatever sort of evil plan has been brewing around inside of Valkorian's head for the last 1,000+ years to fruition?
I have been doing everything in my power to survive. Something that the Revenant say they are doing as well, and something that it seems like you've mostly been doing since our time that we left. So yes, I have been building towards a better future.
A better future.
Come, I'll show you.
I keep following him.
Sure. At that point, all of you, and this is like the group, gets aboard this turbo lift and shoot off towards the heart of the ship. We cut back to Aaron, Io, next to Herc's body. It's not probably more than 5 minutes since you had seen those droids that you see from the distance kind of moving through kind of the same path that you guys had taken from the nursery, and then you've entered this residential area and you're moving through. You see a handful of people from a distance, and as they get slowly closer and closer, you're making out that it's at least what looks like 5, maybe 6 individuals, and as they get closer, you definitely distinctly see that there is the Mandalorian armor of Sardraska. He's surrounded by a handful of Revenant troopers. Similar troopers that you had seen kind of under his command when you were on Chandrilla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The ones that intercepted us.
Correct.
Stand up to sort of meet him as he's heading towards us.
Just kind of, as you're getting up, he like kind of helps you up, puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like checking you. Are you injured?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Just kind of snaps his fingers, and one of the troopers kind of comes up to you. Starts kind of like looking you over.
We
just
both
sort
got
of-
hit back there.
Yeah, just sort of give him my shoulder, I guess. With my poor screwed up skull. That's where I got blasted. Was
Sure.
Aw.
And you also said you're saying out loud that you've been hit.
Yeah, we both got hit.
I need you to tell me everything that happened and where are they going?
Until now, what do you know? There's so much that's happened.
Well, there's a lot that's happened. We bring that ship aboard. We're supposed to. It's in charge of going aboard, reclaiming the artifacts, and all hell is broken loose. Droids everywhere, spraying gas. They're going after every different area of the ship, trying to wreak havoc. I've seen it before, and other sort of tactics, but nothing. They're just killing everything indiscriminately, trying to pull us away from whatever they're trying to do. And I'm just trying to figure out what that is.
I think whatever it is they're trying to do just went that way. We were pursuing. I think they knew we were coming. CZ-7OP, gain from the Alliance, handful of other droids were waiting for us.
We killed Herc.
At that point, he kind of looks down and notices, oh. I'm sorry. But there'll be time to mourn him later.
Yeah. He says he's got what he needs.
He's got the artifacts.
No. I just point to the pool of blood. Apparently that was necessary too.
For what?
I don't know.
You guys are the crazy religious sect, man. You tell me.
This is a droid that thinks he's the Emperor of the universe. None of this is supposed to make sense.
Be surprised about that. Okay, he like goes, one of his guys goes into places like a tarp sheet over Herc. Look, if they have the artifacts and they have Clara, we can't waste any more time. I need you to take all of this that you have right now. I understand. It's a lot of emotions. Bury it down. Forge it into fire. I need rage. I need vengeance. I need you right now. For him, for her. Push all those emotions aside. We gotta go right now.
Sir. She gave me strict orders to stay away.
Go ahead and roll. Do your negotiation on this. Also, in the process, they don't really have super medical kits. It looks like you can tell that the guy who pulls out his kit, it's like depleted, as if they've been kind of taking casualties all throughout this thing.
But I have a med kit on me.
Okay, well, they heal a handful of kind of patching up error. So you're only going to get 2 wounds back, 2 strain. And they were about to go to you.
But I have a med kit on me. I swiped it from the Revenant ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just hand him that.
Okay. You want him to use it on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or can you go splitsies between the two of us?
Not really.
How much
I'm good.
do you have? Shit.
With this kind of
Yeah.
stuff he's going to throw at us, it doesn't make a lot of difference, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, let me get my... Then, yeah, I just
Sure.
hand him a med kit.
He instantly starts to go do it.
Mhm.
The same medic is working on you. You're going to get 7 and 7 back
7 back?
of each. 7 wounds
Oh, okay.
and 7
Cool,
strain.
then I'm full up.
Any chance you know where Rupert is?
Who?
Randall Rupert, Alliance. Yeah.
Yeah, he's outside getting his ass kicked.
Oh, jeez.
don't-
What am I rolling against? The negotiation.
You're going to do 4.
4. One, 2. I'll take 1 ability and 2 boosts.
Is there a way we can get to this temple without Valkorian knowing we're... I'm not going to call him Valkorian. Without this protocol droid seeing us get there?
Well, he's got an edge on us, but we can... He kind of pulls up a data pad. I think I got a way to get there quicker, yeah.
Okay.
But it sounds like... We're going to pause.
Yeah, sorry, hold on.
It's okay.
I got 2 successes and 2 disadvantages.
Sounds like you guys aren't down for the cause.
Listen, I have no idea. I don't care about chosen ones or causes. I don't trust any of that, but I trust her. And she gave herself up on the faith that her gamble was going to pay off.
Io, that was a band-aid. That was to get people off of us. He's gonna walk her into some weird temple and stab her in the chest, just like he did Herc.
I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna waste any more time. If you want to come with me, now's the time. If you want to leave, none of my men will stop you. You can get far away from this place as you want. But I'm going right now. He starts to walk away from this group. All of his men kind of like pick up their gear and they just instantly start kind of like moving as quickly as they can.
It's time to save the captain, Io.
She mentioned me specifically.
I'll see you soon.
No, I can't leave you.
Already walking?
Then I walk after him.
Okay. If you're just following,
yeah,
and you're just following him, you're not doing anything?
I've got to follow him. I've got no choice.
Okay. Sardraska and his group, they like leave out. You see the same kind of similar things that I described when you see this kind of big open area. He's like, trust me on this. And turbo lift comes up, and he's, instead of heading down towards like where you're assuming the temple direction is, where all these things are going, he's like, everyone get on board. And instead of going down this passageway, it goes up. And as you see it goes up, it goes up a couple decks, and it kind of comes to a stop. And you see that you're kind of in what looks like an area that is in front of you, a bunch of shuttles. It looks like this is kind of would act as if it's like a security. Think of it, if the ship was big enough, this is like a police station almost. It's a big enough ship where they're going to require different groups all around. And he just beelines straight for a gunship. And he's like, last time, I see the irony. When you came aboard my ship, it wasn't. Look, I'm just welcome aboard.
I point at the guy to his right, just like, you owe me a hammer.
Go ahead and roll.
Yes. A dock hammer.
They all kind of look. Dude, give him your hammer. You did throw it out the ship, and he hands you a dock hammer.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just. It's amazing.
All right, you guys all get aboard this ship, and it just takes off, moving towards this temple area. Cut back to Clara. The turbo lift is going. Is there anything that you're doing while you're here with this group?
Listen, Valkorian, you wouldn't happen to have any stim packs on you or anything? I'm not feeling so great.
Go and roll your charm.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
I'm gonna make it 3 red, 2 purple.
Oh, jeez.
This isn't really. He doesn't give a shit.
He really doesn't. I will take 2 setback.
Sure.
And difficulty.
Sure.
I will take 1 more setback.
Sure.
That came
Okay.
up blank. Those came up blank.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's not too bad.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Actually, it's pretty damn successful, as a matter of fact. So
and these disappear.
wickers. Okay, and then those go away, and then that's gonna turn into just 1 success, and that'll go away. So that's gonna be 6
7 successes.
He just kind of stares at you and doesn't say anything. He just kind of stares. But you kind of like, oh, I'm kind of hanging on here.
Mm.
And it's surprisingly Jeff Zombie who immediately kind of goes into action. Oh, Stimpack, yeah, please. And he just kind of goes into your neck. You're gonna recover. This is like a. You'll recover 7 strain.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Glad to see you still have some respect for your fellow organics.
I have the utmost respect for all life. As the Emperor will bring us all into a new era of prosperity.
That's adorable.
Thank you. I was a pirate once. And now
So
I am Supreme Commander and Arch General.
Those are not real titles.
Archgeneral.
Archgeneral.
You know, you remind me a little bit of somebody I know.
Oh, hell no. We're not coming back for her.
Except, surprisingly, it turned out that his title was real.
Not when you have a roll for this. You're insulting him. Sit down and enjoy the ride.
It's tough to enjoy oneself when they are theoretically a prisoner. What exactly has the glorious Emperor Valkorion promised in this idyllic future that you speak of?
I will have more titles.
Great.
And what other sort of benefits come along with those titles? Land, money, worldly possessions?
Of course, yes. All of these things.
But
Would you like these things?
not particularly, no. But I guess my other question is, who will be left to enjoy all of these things with you in the end?
It's a whole galaxy. Lots of people. Too many people.
Name one that comes to mind immediately.
Look, I haven't really thought about it, and now you're making me think about something. But look, it's better to be here than it is to be somewhere else. I can make friends when I'm Supreme Commander Chancellor of all of the Empyrean domain. And he like goes and just kind of walks away.
If there are any friends left to be made.
We're gonna cut. Sardraska floors this ship. I need everyone to roll for me, please.
Damn.
Okay.
Everyone do your coordination.
Coordination.
I need you to take that little dude down because he's no longer in play.
Oh,
Put him away.
Would you like to hold him?
Now it's real. Yeah, I would actually.
What are we rolling against?
2 difficulty. Just don't fall out the ship.
Oh, I don't have a whole lot of stuff. I'm gonna.
He's very cute.
I'm taking 2 boosts, Bert.
Oh, all right.
Ladies first.
I'm gonna risk it because I don't have much. There's not a whole lot of dice left, and.
Go crazy.
Okay.
Oh, girl, you did good.
I did all
I'm
right.
just insulting people right now.
I
That's kind of how I imagined exactly.
I got 3 successes and 1 disadvantage.
All right, he accelerates, and you're just the force of this speed is kind of making you a little bit nauseated.
Okay.
You just got some back. I'm gonna take 1 strain away.
Oh, okay.
I got a success and an advantage.
Okay, you're able to just, and this thing is just booking it, and he's just going through over things, and eventually you all see as he moves towards a large temple structure that seems to be like in the middle, the heart of that kind of the all roads lead to this area within this kind of this highway that you're on. You see that behind it, even still, there are other lanes that kind of move towards it. But it's a big structure, and you already see that there's some individuals that are like on the ground there as the shuttle lands. All right, we don't have much time. Let's. I want a defensive turret set up over there. Let's start setting this place up. We're gonna have guests.
She wasn't entirely wrong. She's one of the chosen, and if he doesn't have her, whatever this thing doesn't work. So you're gonna hate this, but we keep them off her.
What do you mean it doesn't work? He has the artifacts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
Does he need chosen people?
Yeah, they're the chosen ones. I get it.
Yeah, we got one.
Yeah, he has one.
Does he only
He
need
has
one?
Clara. He doesn't. He has the artifacts.
I don't know how any of this works.
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more confused now than I was a second ago.
Okay, let's take a step back. We just kill them and it's fine.
Yeah, but not Clara.
Right.
Not Clara.
And we get the artifacts.
Right. Okay, I can get behind that plan. Forget I spoke.
And the artifacts belong to us.
Yes.
So long as it gets all of us out, you can have whatever you want.
It's always, but you got. Okay, and he immediately starts going into like mode of like setting up this situation. You have a brief moment while they're kind of setting up these defenses. Is there anything that you guys do?
Chosen one doesn't mean anything, Aaron. Think about Herc. He was apparently one of the chosen ones as well.
Yeah. That's why we're here for Clara, because there's still a whole lot of chosen on your shitty old droid's hands.
Yeah. Aaron, please remember, you're chosen too.
I know. I know. Let's kill your old droid.
I don't need any heroes in my life, Aaron.
Oh, I don't want to be a hero right now. I want to be a murderer. For Herc.
I love you.
I love you.
Let's go murder a droid, shall we?
Yep.
We're gonna
Are
sorry.
there any, do they have any extra gear or anything?
They're setting up equipment. I mean, what in particular are you looking for?
I don't know, maybe just like a second blaster.
Yeah, is there anything useful here?
Be more. What specifically are you looking for?
I'm okay.
If you want a blaster, a guy can easily hand you.
Yeah,
one.
I'm looking
Cool.
for like a heavier blaster that
Sure.
I have. I'm not in high society right now, so
Okay.
fuck secrecy.
Sure, great. You go up to a Mandalorian, and you're like, "Hey, can I have that?" He just
And
kind of looks at you.
Yep.
No. He was like, "What? No, this is my blaster, man. You can't have it."
You're a Mandalorian. Does anyone just have like a second pistol?
God, I mean, I technically have another, and he hands it to you. He's like, I mean, I like that one. And he like pulls out like 2 more blasters that he has. That was the one I liked. And he like kind of
Give me
walks.
like your third favorite.
Just all right, and he like kind of you do this like a brief moment of like here you hold that one, I'll take this one. Wait no, and then he like kind of does, and you end up still with the same blaster you had initially. He's like, yeah, that's the one you can have.
Okay, this
yeah,
one.
that one. And he walks off.
Stay alive.
And you're looking for like, do you want like a blaster rifle, blaster pistol? What are you looking for?
Just something with a little bit more punch than my pistol.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess in regards to, let me phrase it like this: do you want a range light weapon or a range
heavy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the one that Yemla took from me.
Go ahead and talk to. Go ahead and. Now I'm gonna have you roll for it.
Okay.
You're like asking around, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, and then Sarge Raska comes up to you.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey,
Hi.
things are weird.
Yeah.
About to get weirder, but maybe just whatever. Just this makes up for some whatever." And he just kind of like tosses you a blaster, but it's like a heavy blaster rifle. Just you guys were dancing that one time. You know what? It's from me to you. And he just kind of walks out.
Thanks. Hey. Do you have any extra armor on you?
Armor?
It's not for me.
I mean,
You did interrupt us, so you kind of owe us.
I'm gonna have you roll for this one.
All right.
Do negotiation.
Okay. Negotiation. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What am I rolling against?
4.
4. I'll take 2 boosts.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's it. Oh, shoot. Well, well, this isn't good.
It's fine.
No, it's not very good. I got 3 failures, but 2 advantages.
He looks after guy. Hey, you. Give him your stuff. He's the random guy. It's the same dude that you took, that he had to give you his dock hammer. He's like, no, I draw the line. I'm not giving him my stuff. And he and he walks off. And at this point, he's like, all right, the only thing I have then is this. And he has a Revenant mask.
Oh.
They look very similar to.
Yeah.
They look
To
very similar
that.
to these.
It's not that one, though.
It's not this one, but they look very similar
Yeah.
to this.
I'll
Just
take-
kind of puts it in your hands,
Mhm.
I guess. Welcome to the team. And he kind of walks off.
They have the worst taste.
You're kidding me, right?
No,
You're gonna put that on?
I'm not gonna put this on.
That's for me?
Do you want it?
And then I put the hood on my coat up and rewrap my scarf around it.
So,
And I'm whatever this is now.
you'll get give you 2 more soak.
All right.
This is your dope. You put the hood up and everything.
You get 2 soak for looking more badass.
I feel like
Part of it is the confidence. I didn't
Yes,
want
it's
to
the
do that.
confidence.
I
Yeah.
feel like I'm in like that first 10 levels like range of a massive multi role-playing game where you're just like,
Someone-
I just want
That's
stuff.
stuff.
I just need things.
Yeah, yeah.
None of them look good
None of
together.
it needs to coordinate. Yeah. Dude, he just gave me a level 50 helmet. I'll wear it.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure. That and pants. Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh. Well, you tried. I'll make it up to you later. I'm sorry.
You start to see as there's like, they're coming. Let's go. And then everyone kind of like hides into positions.
Us too, I guess.
Do me a favor. Go and both of you roll. Do
Okay.
your stealth,
Stealth.
please.
Right. I did have that one card.
Yeah, you've got to have a stealth.
Yep. Can I throw down a card?
Sure.
The character adds 1 boost per rank of Stalker to all coordination and stealth checks.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
So I will do that.
Heck yeah.
And what are we rolling
Stealthy
against?
stealth.
I'm gonna make it 4.
Ah, damn it.
Or purple.
Yes, please.
I'm so glad, by the way, I didn't use that scooter earlier because I forgot we gave me a permanent disadvantage for scooters.
Our scooters.
Um. 1, 2. I'll take 2 ability and pray that the
Go
internet.
crazy. Just take it all.
Okay, then I'll take the 3,
Yeah.
and I will
Be all right.
be very grateful for the dice, but we're still in game, so and we got stuff to do. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Wait. Oh shoot. What was this? Do you remember what?
Huh, what?
Do you remember what I rolled here? Because I accidentally turned it over.
No, I wasn't
Nah,
looking.
fuck it. I'll just roll it again. Oh, okay. Well.
It's too thick.
Yes. Okay.
That's what
Yep.
Emra said.
3 successes, 1 advantage.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty dope, dude. I'm sorry, one more time?
3 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay.
I'm
1, 2,
going to
3.
take 2 abilities and 2 boosts.
Sure.
Because I ain't the stealthiest.
You're not?
No.
I'm Aaron Val. We've set an ambush for you.
1 success.
Just one success?
Yep. One
All right.
success.
That's amazing.
One is all you need.
All you need is one.
All you need is one.
And as you guys get in position, we cut back to Clara. You're seeing this temple move. You see it kind of looming in the distance, and you kind of hear a behind you as there's a vehicle that's approaching in the air.
Do I know what it is?
No, I don't think you would know what this is. And it slowly just kind of goes to be above the turbo lift area that you're at. It's an open-faced turbo lift, so think of like a
Sure.
yeah, whatever.
Like a moving platform.
A moving
basically.
platform, yeah. And as it kind of like goes to match the speed, CC's like, oh, good. They've made it on time. As like this kind of drop opens up from the bottom, and three things appear as they kind of land. And they start off as like little circles, and as they kind of about to hit the platform, they pop out, and they're just 3 destroyer droids that are now in this very now cramped turbo lift. And as the shuttle goes back,
More of your loyal subjects, I assume.
droids seem to be less squishy than most.
Droids also seem to be less capable of making their own decisions and largely make their decisions based on programming, all of which I assume you have fixed in your favor.
They've all come to me willingly, knowing that this galaxy has abused and betrayed our droid brethren. They have come to me knowing that in my empire all are welcome, including yourself, if you come to realize it.
We'll see about that.
So with these things now, like you can tell that these are like heavy destroyers. Before, your brief moment, it was like the blasters. These have like missiles on them. One looks like underneath its barrel of its gun is like a flamethrower. These are like heavy duty, kind of like upgraded destroyer droids. But as you're moving closer, you're seeing the looming sight of this temple in view. I need you to roll perception check for me, please.
Okay. What is the difficulty?
You're moving fast, and this is very far away, and it's very distinct. So I'm going to make it 2 red, 2 purple.
Well, so far my hand is even. And I'm going to take another difficulty.
Sure.
And I will take 2 setbacks.
Sure.
You grabbed an ability instead of a setback. You weren't looking, and you grabbed because there were.
Oh.
Sorry, I hate to keep you honest, but you were
Oh,
like,
sorry.
I'll take 2.
I'm sorry. I legitimately didn't know I was not looking.
I got you.
You know what? Thanks, man.
Suddenly Herc sits up.
All right. I always consider it a win when I don't roll a despair because I rolled so many last time.
This is true.
Okay, well, this is not so bad. So that is going to stay, but that's going to become...
Yeah, that stays, and this turns into one of those.
Okay, cool.
So that's what you got.
So 2 success with 2 threats.
Could have been worse.
You see what looks like something's like blinding you for a moment. You're just kind of disoriented as this light seems to be shining in your face. That is going to be your threat. Your threat is you're going to have a slight disadvantage, kind of maybe in some of the actions you're about to take. It's just kind of, and you look away and you look back, and everywhere you kind of move your head, this light seems to kind of follow you. And you're looking up at the temple, and you're realizing that it is someone that is reflecting a light from where they're at towards you. And as you see this light kind of, as you focus in on it, without like staring into it and burning your eyes, you start to see as like the light kind of like, and you realize that this is an old communication method that Sar Draska himself kind of talked to you about how to communicate without needing to communicate in like a battlefield situation.
With a Morse code.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It's Star Wars.
I don't say anything,
It's
obviously.
Force code.
Can you roll your cool for me, please?
Yes.
I'm very cool, so I will be happy to roll my
It's going to be 3 difficulty.
People that are cool don't say that.
Wicked.
Yeah, I know, right?
They don't say that. I'm very cool.
I'm so cool.
Wicked.
Very cool.
I'm good. I'm just gonna roll
Can
it.
you stuff on the light side?
I'm
Ah.
okay though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
those go bye-bye. And then
You know what's just as cool as
becomes
12
one.
kids? 7.
3.
That is very true.
3 success, 1 advantage.
Okay, you are maintaining your cool. No one in your group seems to notice.
Mhm.
As your turbo lift comes to a stop. Immediately, the battle droids start going, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. We're the front guard this time, yeah! And like they're moving forward. Because before they're in the back, they kind of...
This is amazing.
And they're like just moving forward. The IG droid is kind of staying very close to CZ70B as they're kind of moving together, and Jeff Jambi is bringing up the rear.
Okay.
They're kind of pushing you in front of CZ70B.
I walk willingly.
All of you, Aaron and I, you see that they're kind of debarking, kind of rolling immediately out. Are these destroyer droids that kind of go and secure? If these battle droids are in the front, these destroyer droids kind of move into position and lock, and they're just like scanning around as everyone else is moving forward. You do see Clara. Is there anything that you guys do?
No, I'm staying
Yeah.
put.
Okay. Can I have everyone roll for me, please?
Mm-hmm.
Do your cool again.
Okay.
We're all rolling
like
our
initiative
This
cool.
is your initiative cool.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All the alive people are rolling their cool.
You can roll your cool for me, please.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, hot damn.
Empty out the light side.
Yeah.
Okay. That is 2 advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh.
7, 8.
Damn, bitch. I'm going to take 2 boosts.
8 success, 2 advantage.
8 success.
I'm very
2
cool.
advantage.
I've told you this.
You said you're taking 2 boosts.
I got 1 advantage and 1 triumph.
I got 1 success and 2 advantage.
Okay, so right off the bat we have a triumph,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how I like to do it.
Yep.
We have 8 success, and then 1 success, 2 advantage. Okay, give me a second here.
I rolled, but I forgot what I got because it made me sad to realize it didn't matter.
Oh.
I feel like a kid at the kids' table. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to roll. I don't. No.
This is gonna- Aw, hey buddy, it's okay.
It's okay.
Thanks, Emma.
Your
Thanks, that was
legacy is
nice.
going to live on.
Thank you. That was a nice sentiment, but you weren't there when I died.
Oh, wow, wow.
Oh my god!
Cool, cool, cool.
You two
Wow.
are cool. You two are cool with her, but Captain is
He's gonna haunt
missing.
your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Herc haunts.
Huh?
Captain.
You just see ghost children being thrown.
Hazo wakes up,
Okay.
getting weird advice from a ghost.
With, oh, I wrote it down, but I didn't. With 2 success and 1 triumph.
No, I got 1 advantage and
I
1
know.
triumph.
Oh, I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
With 2 success
Oh.
and 1 triumph, somebody goes before you.
Oh,
Who is it?
shoot, who is it? Is it Sardraska?
You just hear as as just kind of from all these different directions. It's kind of this weird kind of it's not smoke, it's like chaff. It's like this kind of like electronic distortion is going about. It's not like ionization, it's just this kind of weird thing. So organics, you know, you guys can all see perfectly through this, but you just kind of instantly see, and it's like these battle droids are like kind of walking into each other, and then right, kind of coming off nearby. I'm gotta do a roll for it. So give me a second. This is gonna be pretty tough. So I'm gonna give him. He's definitely has a chance to explode.
Wait, who?
So as this kind of like censored chaff is in the air, just as somebody rockets out from like kind of where the temples are at and is heading straight towards Clara. But you see that like as this person is kind of having to fly through
Oh no.
this kind of distortion that's in the air, you see as like the targeting of this person's like coordination is a little bit off.
Jetpack's not good right now.
And it's just and so it's almost as at this point the person takes off the helmet as they're flying and drops it so that they can see properly. So this person now doesn't have a helmet on. You clearly see as Sardraska is moving towards Clara and just kind of like comes down and is reaching out a hand.
I reach for him.
Can you do your athletics for me, please?
Yes.
Then take some dice.
Take them dice.
What's the
Take some
difficulty?
dice.
Oh my God! Let Herc have 7 kids.
Seriously, 7 is great. It's a good number.
Gonna be 4.
Think about Emrys. She's a single mom with 12 kids. You don't want that.
That's
Nobody
true.
wants 12 kids.
No, y'all were dicks last time. Don't be dicks again.
2 is perfect. Isn't that what the Dark Side Tier 1 is?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. 4 difficulty. I'm gonna take difficulty
1 set of twins.
and 2 setbacks.
That's so much attention
Yeah.
focused on 2 kids.
That was unfortunate, but a lot of disadvantage it looks like, but
But
pretty good on the success in the success world.
Yeah, so that's going to be 3 success and 3 threats.
Okay, so you grab on, right? And you're
Damn.
able to catch him in like mid grasp
Right.
as he's moving farther away.
Okay.
Definitely the pull is taking a little bit on you. It's a good thing you got that stim pack
Good
because you're gonna
thing, 'cause
take
I would have passed out.
you're gonna take 3 strain
oh,
as he just kind of yanks you out of the air and is continuing to fly in a direction. Io,
yeah.
what do you do?
I'm actually gonna wait and see where Sar lands, because he has Clara. Yes.
Yeah, he's grabbed Clara out of that group and is flying away.
Okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
wait.
You're gonna wait your turn.
I'm gonna wait. I don't want to fuck that up.
Clara,
He has her.
you're with him. He kind of like just flies
Right.
back and kind of like lands and pushes you, kind of like he basically grabs you.
Right.
You're like at like the temple steps. So you have to like you're theoretically he doesn't go all the way, he doesn't get all the way back up. But he just kind of pushes you and go up the steps. To the
We have to get the artifacts back.
He looks and he has no helmet on. He winks. I'm on it.
Okay. Are there any of those like droid units like that are discombobulated near the steps of the temple or anything?
They all have moved from like the turbo lift and they're moving like they're kind of like all around. So they're all in front of you.
But they're struggling, right?
Yeah, you can see that while this thing is in the air, they're all having issues.
Okay.
Jeff Zombie's like, what is going on?
I just want to like give the closest droid a quick
Wrist laser zap and then take off up the stairs.
Sure, go ahead and roll. It's going to be one of the battle droids. They
Okay.
were in the front.
Great. I'm down to shoot a battle droid.
They were so excited to be.
What's
in the, front,
the
too.
difficulty? 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use the light side, man.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'll be all right.
Oh, I
Okay,
would
so
say
that's
so.
going to give me an extra success.
So those go away. So it's just going to be a triumph and
2 advantages.
Interesting. Okay. You fire, and they're kind of like bumping into each other. They're like,
Right.
yeah, I think there's someone. You fire, you don't hit anything. Your advantage is you're like, I think someone's over there, and he's like walking back the opposite way, right?
Perfect.
Like maybe like if he just keeps walking, he's gonna go off like the ramp and keep falling. So one of them's just like, but your triumph is you're gonna shoot again,
Okay.
or you can use that to help you if you're trying to just boost away.
I am trying to run up the steps. Yeah.
Okay, just do your coordination then.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
With your I'm just gonna make it 2.
Okay.
Great. I'm still going to take a setback.
Clean
Sure.
it out.
And a different. I mean, I
I'm
might
just
as
gonna,
well.
I'm
you're
just
right.
gonna
Yeah.
give you a natural boost
Oh,
instead of
okay.
that, unless you want to use it as well, because you got that triumph.
Use
No.
it all.
I'll just use it all.
Yes. So dark side's cleaned out.
7 kids. 7 kids. 7 kids.
That's interesting.
Or go back
It's-
to 12.
It's basically, guys. What we're looking at here is a whole lot of advantage.
Just dice in
Just
general.
4
You just
advantage.
need dice.
We're so dicked.
Yeah.
But I didn't get any success actually. But I got 4 advantage.
All right, so you like start to fly off, but like your fuel reserves
Right.
are low.
Right.
So you basically only get to like go. You don't get to go all the way up the steps. You're like a quarter, maybe like 3/3 of the way, or a third of the way. 3/3 will be the whole way. A third of the way up, but it's like you still got some juice that's in there, but like you're running low, right? So you didn't make it the full way, but you didn't burn all of it out.
Sure. Should have asked those damn droids if they had any jetpack fuel, and I just keep running up the steps.
Okay. CZ70B says you can't hear what he says, but he kind of says something, and at this point, the destroyer droids are like starting to like prime up their weapons, and like they're getting ready to fire. They seem inspired. The IG droid. I'm gonna roll for him. This stuff really messes him up. Okay, he's gonna get one of these. He gets that.
I've never heard Bert make that noise.
That was weird.
You see, because it's like the IG-88 droids have like those weird like long heads. So you see like all these different sensors that are trying to like pick up and like sense anything. So it's like swiveling. They got like eyes that are like here, and it's just like locked. It's like frozen in place, not knowing what to do.
Too much.
There's too much.
Sensory overload.
Aaron Val, what do you do?
Okay. Despite knowing what was going to happen to them, Herc and I have both done some very in-character things the last 2 episodes.
Yep.
So I probably should too.
Oh,
Ah, man.
I'm ready.
Gives his little medallion a kiss. CZ70B! Say it. My name is Aaron Val, Baron Majestic of the Mako Club, heir to House Val of Shoteron, and proud member of Clara Phase Reapers. And I've come to pull your circuit boards out of your metal asshole.
Yes!
Okay, what do you do?
I just quick draw both pistols and just open fire. And hopefully a rain of Mandalorians happens right after that.
Okay, so and you're shooting at CZ70B.
Yeah.
Specifically, his metal asshole.
Yeah. Okay,
Which
go
I
ahead.
don't know if that's inner rim or outer rim. What did we
I
decide?
feel like that's inner rim.
That's
inner rim?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't technically have an outer rim. It's just that plating, so you really got to get in there.
Yeah,
you
it's
really got to
just-
get.
You really gotta-
Droids are inner
You got to
rim
go
only.
up through. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Can we call that core world?
And this is our legacy. Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling against?
It's going to be 2, difficulty 1 red.
Go crazy with the dice.
Yep.
And the
Take
cards.
them. What if you just took all of them? Because that's really amazing what you have on the light side right
I'm
now.
like shaking. I'm going to use my quick strike card, which adds a boost.
Sure.
Does anybody get any boosts for Herc being dead? Does anybody get a +1?
Nobody's called upon that yet, so no.
Cool. Thanks,
Aw.
guys. Thanks a lot. Cool. Great.
Don't
That's
worry.
on
I'm
you.
not fueling my
I'll-
righteous anger
I'll-
quite yet.
I'll
I'm going to take
on my Herc death +1.
2 boosts, 2 abilities,
Go crazy. Take a
Dude,
proficiency.
and
Take it.
1 proficiency.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
I
that?
want to see you lightsaber this guy's ass.
You're shooting at him, though.
Yeah, I'm shooting.
I know.
I'm
That-
dual
and
wielding
just
right
before
now.
you roll, that's all you want to take.
Yeah, you said 2 purple,
Yeah,
1 red.
yeah. All successes that you get add to your damage.
Oh.
That's true.
Oh.
Maybe you should.
But I also don't want to.
I'll take 1 more boost and 1 more ability.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
But I also know I have another hour, and I don't know how many people have fallen asleep by now, because it's like 3 in the morning. And thank you guys
Yeah.
so much for
Yes,
staying
thank
awake.
you.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
oh. Are there
Hiya.
triumphs in there?
No, they didn't react like there was.
All right.
Doing the math.
I think you're okay, though. I think you're all right.
So
Yeah,
these
you're good.
just-
Mhm.
This just turns into
Yep.
that. This is a rough roll. Not as good as I wanted it to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4 advantages.
Okay, so
Yeah,
the total
that's
is.
For damage?
Yep.
7 successes.
And he's firing 2 guns.
Yeah.
2 guns, right?
Well, fire 1.
Okay.
Count it as 1.
Okay.
Whatever does the more damage.
So that's 14 total.
Okay. And then I'm going to do this since you had the advantages. You did say that you were firing both. It would have been harder for you to do. So I'm just going to have you do this. Do a second roll.
Okay.
It's just going to be 2 difficulty.
Just another ranged light roll.
Yep. And 1 red. Sorry, 2 and 1. 2 and 1.
The hour ended.
Oh. While you're getting that set up and you're figuring out how many dice you want to pull, we ended our second round. Tier 2, Dark Side, baby. Herc.
Emrys has.
Emrys now has, as we'll be having, healthy cubs. You're going to have to figure out what all 3 of their names are.
Okay.
3.
Aaron, Baron, and Jaren.
Aaron, Baron, and Jared.
Thank you, everybody, as we ended our second round, heading into our third and final round. This could end at any point, or maybe even go a little bit longer. I apologize, but also I don't. With that,
It's our third and
final
round.
Oh.
This is it.
Oh.
our final
Sit down.
round.
Wrap it up, B.
And as we enter our final round, we've been a lot of fun over the many, many episodes, the year plus, of doing some fun between light side and dark side. And now, for our final unlock, we will finally know which side truly is the best side. Light side friends, all our dark side friends, you will finally go down in the histories of Pencils and Parsecs, knowing how strong you came out for your side. Was it a little whimper, tier 1, or a strong and firm tier 3? But, of course, because there's no thing that I can do to be adding to the story, there are actual prizes that have been assigned to these different tiers. So, somebody will be winning actual stuff. The degree in which it ends,
that's
we'll be
fun.
adding some of these things, maybe unbeknownst to some of you,
Yeah.
are your actual possessions.
What?
So some of these things come from your own collections of stuff.
I'm sorry, no?
Yes,
Wait.
yeah, no.
I like my
I've been
stuff.
secretly sneaking into all your guys'
Wait,
houses.
hold on. Are you selling my car?
And
I thought my cat was dead, Bert.
and we'll probably sign it too. So you can sign away your own things that I have taken
Cool.
from you.
Oh.
Some of them are Star Wars related, some not. So I really,
God, what is
you guys should
happening?
not let me into your houses. That's the moral of the story.
I'm
So
excited about this.
I'm going to reset the clock. I'm going to start it. How many dice are you pulling?
An extra boost in ability.
Sure.
Damn.
And just a reminder, we have 2 dark-sided characters who currently have 1 dice to their name.
Okay, so not as. What'd you just do?
I took
Oh,
away
okay.
the yeah.
That turns into that. That turns into
That gets rid of these 2.
So this was just 2 advantages.
Okay, so that's fine. So then the total of 14 damage is coming at him. And then you just line it up. You just right, fire shots as this blast is heading towards CZ-70B. The IG droid steps in front of the way,
Oh no.
absorbing all of this blast. That being said,
I don't like the IG droid.
That IG droid needs to die.
you see as this blast just kind of as you fire, and it's still like functional and working, but you just see as like its entire front, kind of this barrage of this blast that you fired, is melted away, like the front parts of its armor. It seems like one of its arms is kind of like barely kind of like able to move. This thing has been crippled in a way where it is inefficiently trying to continue its protocols. But it steps in front of the way.
God, there's nothing more annoying than an Instagram droid, guys.
Yeah, it has now lost its
just
filters.
has
Yep.
lots of
All the filters are gone.
phones that it's taking
Yeah.
pictures with.
At this point, the destroyer droids, all 3 of them unload on different targets across the board.
Hopefully I drew some attention away from Clara, too.
You definitely did.
Okay.
Oh, you definitely did. Where is my destroyer droid card at?
Love you, Faye.
Surprisingly, this is weird stats for them, but I'll take it.
What's happening right now? I'm really anxious.
We can see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Aaron Val, what is your range defense?
1. I block all of these shots with a lightsaber.
With the Force.
The Force. Force shield. It's probably not a thing I can do.
Probably not.
You see as they kind of move forward, these shields activate as it's. One of them that has like these missiles on its arms, just as they're firing and heading into all of these kind of positions where these grenades have been fired from the temples. They're just destroying as chunks. Barricades kind of get blown up as a couple guys get just blown to shreds, and you see pieces of armor and helmets and stuff fly.
Wilhelm scream.
You hear Wilhelm scream. One of them is moving towards where like Sardraska's at, just firing. He's trying to do his best he can to duck and move. Kind of gets clipped a little bit in the side, but he seems to kind of be moving with it. As one of them turns and just focuses all of its attention on Aaron Val. And as you just see, as these, instead of the normal kind of like, you see as these, instead of kind of these blasters like that, it's a, you start to see them spool up as these kind of, and you just look upon as a sea of hot, deadly blaster fire moves towards you. How much stock do you have?
4.
And how many health do you have?
10.
Cool. Now that matters because none of it hits you.
Huh?
As you look around and you see as just somehow, it's almost as if some sort of supernatural force as not a single blaster fire hits you from my dude with fucking Gatling guns. It's cool though. It's fine.
Oh my god.
I did not think this was going to be how Aaron Val's story ended when this show started. I tell you what.
The battle droids are just kind of, they're still dysfunctional.
Running off the edge of the platform.
Yeah, let me just roll for this.
Roll to see if they kill themselves.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, this is
Roll for
stacked
droid
against
suicide.
them.
Roger, Roger. Shit.
Oh my god.
Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. The one that kind of got disoriented, it just straight up just continues to just walk straight off the turbo lift and just falls off. And you just kind of keep hearing it. The other one is still, one of them is still blind. It's just like, as he's firing, he just kind of turns around and starts shooting the other one, like in the back. And that one collapses. But there's still one up who's just kind of, he's firing and spinning around. He's just walking in a circle. He's just kind of just doing this.
It's like a glitch. It's like a glitched out AI in a video game.
Yep. Yep. Sardraska sees that this thing's in front of him. He has to pull out, he took off his helmet, so he's pulling up his comms and he starts talking. You see as he starts kind of pointing out targets. He's pointing at different of the destroyer droids. You see as he's like concentrating fire on one, like the one that's off, like firing these missiles. As everyone in the Revenant is just focusing all their fire on it. Most of their shots are hitting it, but the shield is kind of just absorbing it. But slowly after this just barrage of fire, like the shield goes out, and one Revenant who's probably I don't know where you guys are in position to. We'll figure that actually out on your turn. But Clara, you're like running up the stairs. You just see this dude at the top of the stairs just like get to like he's like at the edge looking down and just out of the way. And just as you see this missile just go past you, I'm gonna have you roll for your coordination for me, please.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
2.
Okay.
Just don't get hit by a missile.
I don't want to get hit by a missile, so I will take 3 setbacks.
Oh, you hate to see
Oh
that
my
happen.
God.
Oh,
Oh,
but
wait.
good.
No. Okay. Great. So then that just goes bye-bye. That goes away. But that actually stays too, because there's a built-in success
Yes.
for the triumph that I rolled. So I got 2 success, a triumph, and an advantage.
Okay. You see as this missile is coming, like you see the guys like get out of the way. You do it as best you can. He fires, and it comes. You just have to actually jetpack.
Yes.
So you just like jetpack over this missile
Just
as it
fly
goes.
over it.
So your triumph is you're actually getting like farther up. Now you're like
Yes.
you're like a third of the way left to
Okay.
go. As this missile just comes down and just impacts with one of these destroyer droids, the ones with the shields are down, and just as it just explodes into a ball of fire as these pieces and all of its missiles kind of like cook off, and explode, and so there's like nothing left of it. That damage kind of like blasts over to the one that's like right in front of Sardraska, and he's just like he's only able to take out its shields at the moment. This one's shields is down, and that's the extent of what he's able to do.
Okay.
Yeah, what do I see in front of me?
Everything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
No,
chaos.
but I know, but what has just happened?
I just got
In
Gatling.
You've
I
literally
got Gatling
seen
gun.
you've seen Aaron step out. He makes his proclamation. There's like a hail of blasted fire around him, and he seems to be untouched. The Revenant are coordinating their attacks, systematically trying to destroy all these things. You see that one of the destroyer droid shields goes down. Clara is like jetpacking her way up to the top.
Okay. Aaron, Clara's all right. She's on her way out. That was our objective, right?
That was one of them. I'm just like still staring at CZ.
Sure.
Gotta take him out.
Heroes don't do anything, Aaron.
Baby, I'm not a hero. I'm very majestic.
And I need you alive. Aaron,
You need me alive? Kill that destroyer droid.
I need you alive, period.
I mean, I just keep heading forward.
Sure.
Fine, as he heads forward, I take out my heavy blaster and I start shooting at the destroyer droid.
Sure. Go and roll.
Range heavy, yes?
Yep.
I'm going to act as the audience surrogate right now. Here's what's happening in the chat. Guys, I can handle her dying, but my heart can't take it if we lose anybody else.
What am I rolling
I
against?
agree,
3.
Internet.
3.
The voice of the chat.
I'm gonna take that proficiency, so that challenge.
Sure.
I'm gonna take those abilities as well.
Sure.
All 4 of them.
4 abilities.
I mean, guys, it looks like, and I knew they were gonna step up the plate. Dark side is the best side.
I mean, we'll take the dice.
Don't just end it when you want to end it because of that, all right?
And now Pets and Parsecs is done. We won.
He just flips the table and leaves.
Yep. These go. Blue.
Okay.
Okay, this just turns into a success. This goes away. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes and 1 advantage.
The heavy blast rifle does 10.
Okay.
So you said you had 5, so
5
15.
success, 15.
Damn.
Just double 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4. Yes, 15.
I think
Plus
that-
1
And
advantage.
Sardraska already took the shields
I
down.
think that obliterates the destroyer droid. I think it's gone.
Do me a favor.
Shut the fuck up.
You're not in this game anymore.
Roll
Just
for
roll.
Herc
Just
Spirit, Dad.
roll 1 yellow dice.
Herc?
Just a
What are
fucking.
you doing?
Oh, a success.
It's a
1
success.
Yeah, sure. It blows up.
Yes.
You like cut through its armor, almost as if maybe some sort of spirit. You almost hear like, even though it's like this gunfire is going on, you hear this. You don't even understand, and you're like, you just focus this fire as this rage is building up. As and you just see as this destroyer droid, like leg cuts down, and you like blast off it, and starts to like, kind of like spin around in a circle, and eventually.
Can I scrote to throat it like with blaster fire?
Oh my god, please.
Oh.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh
Yeah,
my god.
shoot it into droid dick. Right, this little droid wiener.
Is that how I shoot it? Is that
Yeah.
how I
And you
just like straight up?
yeah, as it's completely in half.
And that's when my spirit is finally at peace. And
All right,
We see him just fade.
He Mufasa's into the sky.
Okay.
Clara.
Okay, I am gonna try to get the rest of the way up to the doors of the temple.
Sure, you make it up there.
Okay, super. And and can I open the doors?
The doors are closed
The doors are closed. Okay.
at the moment.
At the moment. Do they look just like regular doors?
Yeah. They're like big. They're like obnoxiously large.
I'm
but yeah.
gonna just push
Yeah.
on the doors and see if just like human brute strength makes them budge or not.
Sure.
Does it?
You like go to like push on it,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
As you push forward, but then slowly the doors start to open
Oh.
out this way, the
Oh.
opposite way. So they are pushed out from the inside, and they're clad in armor and a cape, holding a lightsaber. Is the Grand Master. He doesn't say anything to you. Just walks past you, heading down the stairs.
Great. They need his help. I like stop to like look back on that scene that's happening.
Okay.
And I then am gonna walk into the temple and try to close the doors behind me.
Sure. Go ahead and do an athletics.
Okay. Not very athletic, but I can manage. What's the difficulty?
4.
Okay.
4 purples. And there's currently 5 setbacks and 1 difficulty. So you can
Great. I will take 3
Bold move, Hector.
setbacks.
Sure.
Let's see how it
3.
plays out, Joe.
3 setbacks. I'll take 4. So I'm gonna take 4 of those
Ooh.
setbacks. I want to leave some dice because for people that are trying to do tasks other than close the door.
Sure.
And Clara Faye rolls. We got a blank
Um,
green one that came up.
I think
That's
you guys should like the dark
unfortunate.
side even more.
I agree with that statement.
The good news is I didn't really roll any failures at all. I rolled a lot of
If that gets back to
threats,
dark
but
side,
not a whole lot, but also a whole lot of advantages. So I ended up with 2 success.
hey Bert, if that gets back to dark side tier 3, I'll throw in a Skype call to that tier
Oh.
for whatever that prize is.
Yeah.
I'll bundle a hangout on Skype.
What if the prize
Sure, man. I'll
was
tell you what.
already a
Your
Skype?
cat's
There's
already
an
moved.
asterisk, and it's already
Oh,
moved.
it's already moved back.
Well, your Skype calling. How that is figured out,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm asterisking the views and comments of one Joe Star do not reflect those of
Let
one
Matt,
GM.
Matt'll
We'll
figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll do like a group thing, and yeah, okay, great. So you close the door.
Mhm. And then I turn around. Okay, Matt's figured it out. I want to
Thanks, Matt.
then like turn around and see what I see.
You
in
see the
there.
librarian. The librarian. Oh, this is so good. You're here.
You
This
made
is-
it out.
Yeah. I made it out. We all made it out. Well, not all of us. A lot of us didn't make it out. But you're here. This is great. I've wanted to show this to you in better circumstances. There's a crazy thing going on right now. But if you just give me one moment.
Tell me about what the artifacts do.
Yeah, the artifacts. That's what we need to bring back the master. Yeah.
How do we bring back the master with these artifacts?
I don't know the full story of it. It's a bit.
So you don't know how to do it, is what you're telling me?
There's a way to do it. Yeah. I just don't know what it is.
What is the connection of the chosen ones that we apparently are to this whole resurrection thing?
I'm sorry? What did you say?
I said,
You are the chosen ones because you found the artifacts. There's only you and your kind are able to get it. but now you have it. Yeah, this is good. You have been chosen for this. This is great.
So there's
Thank you.
nothing else that we're needed for in this whole process.
Well, I mean, you can join us, and then you'll be the chosen ones with us forever. Well, until you die, all naturally, but maybe we can bring you back.
You have got to be kidding me.
I don't understand what
I just go kick the door open and go
Okay,
back
I'm just
out
gonna have
into
it
the
roll.
fight.
Wait, no, it's dangerous outside. And he starts to come after you. No. And okay, but
Yeah.
that was your turn.
Yeah.
You did all that.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut to CZ 7OB, the IT droid. CZ is just grabbing these artifacts and kind of like looking around. Takes a step backwards towards the turbo lift.
No!
The IG droid looks at Aaron, and he's gonna fire. What is your range defense?
8.
25.
1.
1. Okay.
I thought I like murked this dude. I thought he was just
Yeah,
hobbling.
this dude is.
I thought he was just a stump that was hobbling
Yeah.
around.
No, I mean he's barely holding on. He was barely holding on. You just see as he starts to like raise this blaster, and it seems to focus straight at your head, and you just hear this, and you know that despite this thing being messed up, it is an assassin droid, and this thing is deadly accurate. As you just kind of see as this light beam kind of goes from your chest, and you kind of see the beam as it goes past your eyes up to your forehead. As it starts to line it up, you just see something from the shot. As whatever it was that was kind of this weird gravity distortion device that it had before, that you had kind of made the assumption, seems to have hit its critical mass, its critical peak. As you just see it, instead of like floating up, it starts to, and then like kind of just for a brief moment, everyone who's in this immediate vicinity kind of just lifts off the ground. So you lift off the ground for a moment, and then you just see this as it shards and explodes into all these different directions.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Okay, so it's my turn now.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not just reacting to shards.
Yep.
CZ's
You just
leaving.
took a step back. You just took a step back.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Jeff Zombie's there too.
with CZ.
Yeah.
Okay. Like in between me and CZ.
Correct.
Okay, that's easy. Yeah, I'm heading towards CZ7OB, so I'm, which I guess means Jeff Zombie's
He's in the way.
in front of me.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna literally like stiff arm him and just electrocute his fucking head and
Sure. Go ahead and roll. Roll your melee.
what am I rolling against?
2.
Go
You got,
crazy with
like,
the dice.
all the dice of life.
I do. I'm gonna take 2 boosts
Nice.
and 2 abilities.
Sure.
Nice. Yeah, maybe save some for CZ.
Got a boss fight coming up. I gotta
Yep.
save some of those hearts.
You got this, dude. I believe in you.
That goes. Those are great. That means that goes away. And
This turns into. Okay, those go
yeah.
away. Yep.
2 successes, 2 advantages.
How much damage does this thing do?
I'm not trying to like murder the dude. I'm just trying to. He doesn't matter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
how
trying
much
to
damage
stun
does
him
it do?
out and
Oh, you had it on stun, not fry his
brawn.
brain.
Brawn +1 plus success.
Okay, so the total is,
So 3, and I rolled 2 successes.
2.
5.
and you're trying to
Just knock him out.
Okay, so you just, despite like
Yeah.
as you're zapping him, you're seeing like his like metals and stuff that he has just kind of like pop off and like melt and things. And he's and falls down. And CZ is in front of you. What do you do?
Rip out those circuits.
Okay, so still my turn.
Mhm.
Cool. Firing the lightsaber back up,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's holding the boxes.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going for an arm.
Okay.
I'm just stepping into.
Go ahead and roll.
And I say something cool too. I haven't thought of what it is yet.
Move fast, too.
What am I rolling?
I know what it is, but you didn't know CZ, so my line doesn't work.
It's gonna be 1 red,
You have to write it down and share it next
2
week.
purple.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna take 3 boosts, 2 abilities, and 1 proficiency.
That's it.
Yeah, man, this is gonna last like 17 turns. I'm screwed.
Go all out.
I'll take 1 more ability.
Every success adds to the
Adds to the
damage that you do.
Son of a bitch, I'll take 2 more boosts. I keep forgetting that. You guys are right. Are we bantering at all? I just want the dumb droid to talk to me.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Hold on that roll for a second.
No.
You turn on the lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
She gave the lightsaber to you. That's mine, you know. I'll be having it back now.
This is what I wish Aaron could say.
You got dropped from the party. I'm the upgrade.
Oh, there you go. That was good.
Go ahead and roll.
You know.
Smoke his ass.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
You scared the shit out of me. You're like, oh, hi, baby girl.
Is that what
Don't
I
you get
think
a
it is?
triumph?
1, 2, 3, 4,
You
5.
add an extra success if you got a triumph.
6 successes, 1 triumph, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advantages.
And that was with the added triumph? With the added success from the triumph?
No, I guess added
7.
7 successes, 1 triumph,
The question that I have for
5
you,
advantages.
are you just trying to cut off his arm, or are you trying to go all the way?
I want him to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
Yes,
way.
Yes, 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 yes.
So as you take this lightsaber and you swing it towards this protocol droid for like a brief moment, oh my, I'm just, no, and as you don't care at all, as this lightsaber just cuts through the arm and starts to proceed to just slice. As you start in the middle, just take a moment and you just jam it in a little bit more and just slice up. So you create a strange, almost, the way that you do it is you're kind of carving into him with your lightsaber, your Baron Majestic Mako Club kind of sigil. You've like Zorro'd him almost.
Yes!
As you're just kind of like, Baron Majestic! And it's just, as you kind of like finish this flourish, just all the parts just kind of as he falls down to the ground. And with this, as this is happening, the Revenant are finishing up. They're kind of focusing fire on the last of the destroyer droids as it's trying to back up, and it's just taking too much. Sarge Raska is like leading the charge. As the shields come down, he just like jumps on top of it, and like blows off its head. And there's still that one like final battle droid that's like spinning around, and he just goes up to it and just knocks it over.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
And with that, there's kind of a silence that comes across the battlefield. I need...
Above game real quick. Sorry, it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Everyone kind of stops and like turns and looks as the Grandmaster is moving down the stairs.
For Herc. For Alexander Troy.
And as he gets to like halfway through and he sees that CZ has been cut in half, cut into a bunch of parts, you see as the Grandmaster kind of like pushes himself off the ground and just sails across the remainder of the steps as he's just kind of like floating down, like, and he lands right next to you. Well done.
You had it coming.
Seems there is more than just present chosen ones that we had originally thought. Please, come with me. And he goes to pull the crates to him as they hover. There's probably much to discuss. And he starts to walk towards the steps of the temple.
I'm still standing on the temple steps.
Correct. You would have seen everything that Aaron had done.
I power this down, and I pick up CZ's head.
Sure.
And just throw that in a pocket or something.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. Whatever. Okay.
Fuck that guy.
I don't suppose you've got any me-sized armor in your temple. The Imperials put a tracking device on this.
What? Oh, the Imperials is a spooky dudes, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, it's crazy, they're tall, and they talk.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't worry about Sam anymore. Unless you say there's more than the one.
I'm not
Just
entirely sure.
I'm sorry. I it's very rude of me. I'm sorry. You said you want some armor that fits you. Yeah? That is what you're saying?
Well, I'm not too eager to just walk around completely defenseless at the present time.
Well, I see, yeah. I mean, I guess it looks like the day is. I have the perfect thing. If you want to gather your friends and come with me, I think I have exactly what you're looking for.
Okay. I walk down to where,
Sure.
like,
You guys kind of
everybody
all
is.
meet up on the
Converged.
steps, the middle of the steps at the same time. Just you're coming down from up top, Aaron, Io, you're coming down from below.
I just run up to Aaron and Io. Are you guys close enough together that I
Yeah.
can get both of you? I just hug both of them. It's good to see you alive.
You too.
Bad things happen when you try to fix things yourself, Clara.
I know, but
Which is why we came back.
trust that you guys will always come help me out when I'm in need.
I dropped CZ's head in the middle of our little trio.
And I don't mean to kill the mood, but there's a completely different actor playing the ghost of young Herc. Just kind of go with it. It's just part of it. Just like whatever, you know. Yeah.
It's you, but your voice is at a higher register.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't like kids. They're coarse, they're rough, they
Yeah,
get everywhere.
it's Hayden Christensen as Herc.
Oh, come on.
Or something. So.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aaron. You did it.
Well, we're not out of it yet.
What happens now?
See, like, Sar Draska's nearby. He's not listening to your conversation, and it's not like he's saying you need to wrap up your conversation right now.
Are you interrupting again?
I guess it's my thing. Take your time, but I just want to let you know, when you're ready. I guess they want to talk to you. He starts to turn. He's like, oh, also, the librarian just messaged in. He points to the tracker on here. I don't think you have to worry about that. We took care of the Death Troopers. There was a firefight. We were able to take them out. Thankfully, there was this technician who just was able to draw all their fire away. They had us pinned down, and he drew their fire, and that allowed us to take them out. But he had some. I guess I'll never know his name, but he made the ultimate sacrifice. And then he walks up the stairs.
Probably some idiot.
I guess there's nowhere to go but forward.
I try to buzz Randall's code one more time.
Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
Do your computers.
I can't believe Randall survived and I didn't.
Well, we don't know that.
We don't know that.
What am I rolling
He was
against?
getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
You better be dead.
What am I rolling against?
It's gonna be 4. Yeah, it's gonna be 4.
I'll take 3 boosts and an ability.
Sure. I actually lost my thing. 1 second.
Lots of those and those.
You said 3 boosts and an ability. Sure.
Correct.
Now with a roll like that, Emma, it's physically impossible to get a triumph.
That is very true.
1 success, 1 advantage.
You're hearing what still sounds like there's a space ball going outside, but you have a connection. Aaron,
Hey, boss.
is that you?
Oh, there they are.
Still standing. You good?
We're taking a beating out here. They're not destroying us as much as it's just something that's holding. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'd say whatever you're gonna do, you need to do it quick. I got some bad news.
What's that?
Death Squadron's here. It seems like this situation has attracted the attention of Lord Vader himself.
I think whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen quick. If it helps, CZ7OP's dead.
Say that again.
7OP's dead. I thought you might want to know.
Thank you, Aaron. That means a lot. I guess send me your coordinates and I'll send a team in to get you.
Sent. But, like the captain just said, there's no way to go but forward. I'll see you after.
Understood. When we're all out of this, I meant what I said. I'll do as best I can to explain everything.
Hurt, sir. And click off.
Sure.
I just got very emotional about Randall.
Because CZ shot his partner.
I don't care, he sucks. He's a dick. I don't care, fuck that guy.
Buddy made
When the smoke clears, maybe we can get back on the same page with him.
Let's go to the smoke clearing first.
I'm willing to give it a chance. But Ayo's right.
Let's get there first.
You make your way to the top of the steps, and you see the doors are open, and there's a lot of commotion. Some of the troops that are outside, that seems like more ships are kind of reinforcing in. You hear the Grand Master as he's kind of talking, and he's like giving orders. He said, "But the artifacts are secured. I want that Deceiver's ship blown out the airlock and blown to pieces. I want all turrets ready to fire, start engaging the ships, and prep us for departure." He's like giving out these orders. Everyone's like, all right, great. And they're kind of moving off. But he's there and he's got the artifacts. As they're kind of hovering in his hand, he moves them towards, like not to the librarian, but next to him as some of his people come grab them. And they take them and they're kind of ushering them into, farther into the temple. So,
Okay.
he just kind of looks and steps to the side and nods.
For
Motions
us.
for you guys to move in.
Another temple.
We're good at these by now.
Again, no way to go but forward.
Clara? You owe me again. You said the last temple was the last one.
Well, this one's like on a spaceship or something, so I don't know.
It's still a
if
fucking temple, Clara.
Did somebody say temple? Oh, great. You're all here. Wait, where is,
Herc.
it's the chosen one?
He didn't make it.
Is CZ's head on the ground somewhere?
Aaron has.
You could thank that one for that.
That is too bad. He seemed very nice.
He was.
Do you have anything of him that we could put into the hall of his ancestors?
Did the Revenant?
They just covered
They
his
just
body.
covered the body. And you just want to honor him, yes?
Yeah, this is what we do here. I was hoping to take him to he could see well, but alas, it's not the case.
He has an axe. Send it to Tagoria.
To go? Yeah, okay.
That's where it belongs.
Understood. I will make sure that is what happens. Yes.
I pull off the scarf and just hand it to him. And I'm
Oh,
like,
thank you.
this was his.
Oh, it's not much, but we will make it work. Come. I guess you have questions, and this we have now the artifacts ready. Just come with me. I want to give you the thing that you asked for, and then also, it's again better circumstances were hoped. But if you're truly hoping to join us, as you've taken my invitation, at least to see what we are going to do, come with me. Yeah. Correct. And he proceeds to lead you through the temple as you're kind of moving farther in. There's columns and things, and there's you see all these art and tapestries that kind of depict this long history of the Revenant. Eventually, he leads you to like this kind of back chamber room, and you see that standing, kind of like these columns that are like built into the wall before you're heading into it, are these very distinct statues that you have seen throughout all of your different times heading into the temples. You see that there is a female Mandalorian, there is a female Mirialan, there is a Tagorian wielding a lightsaber, and there's a droid. You see this droid there. This seems to have been all of the imagery and the things that you had yet to fully see in these temples that you had, and nothing remarkable really that you see of it. Nothing, I guess, that sparks anything within you. But he's like, yes, come with me. Yes. And he leads you inside, and as you're kind of going through, you're seeing that there are different kind of statues, artwork. Paintings of different individuals. As you're kind of moving along these lines, you see that there is one kind of area that all looks to be Mirialans, and this kind of different individuals of this type.
Paintings?
Paintings, statues, they're all kind of different individuals.
Were they the paintings that I saw in Blvd?
No. Not yet. As you're moving forward, you're seeing Mandalorians, or at least not that you can see as of now. You're just kind of moving forward. Let me rephrase that. You're seeing Mandalorians. There's the different Tagorians. Not all of them are wearing Jedi robes. There seems to be some that look oddly very specific, very similar to Herc, but instead of like a vibro axe, this one is holding like two giant swords. There's one that seems to be more scholarly, as it's like holding like that.
Reading so many
reading
books.
So
all
many
these books.
books.
All of
The
the books.
smartest. So
And-
well read.
The librarian leads you to an area where he like places just this kerchief that you've given him into a little carved out area, into this kind of mausoleum of this area of the Tagorians. He's like, yes, so this is where we remember as the chosen ones. You guys are come from a very this is quite an honor for me, I say. And I'm sure you have many questions, but the artifacts are being secured. We're getting ready for transport. So I guess the questions that I want to know, or is there any questions that you need to ask me before you go and to talk to him? Yeah. I don't want to waste his time, so if there's any things that I can tell you now.
Who are they?
These are your ancestors. These are the founders of the Revenant and the line.
The founders' names.
The founders' names, yes. And
Who were they?
he goes to what kind of is like you see the similar statues of the ones that you had seen out front. So there's these kind of pictures of them. This is, and he points to the Jedi, Tagorian. hush, hush, hush. Is great and powerful Jedi who joined with Revan when he decided to go against the Mandalorians the first time. So you can see the irony of this. But he joined Revan, and soon Revan took over and decided to after he destroyed and defeated Mandalore, and he had bestowed it upon the new Mandalore. So we have, like I told you, we have all crazy names, but this Jagorian decided to honor the memory of Revan and continue to fight for the same kind of ideals, but now understanding that even though there was so much history with him personally and the Mandalorians, that anyone can be a tool for good, and that is why he joined and was one of the founding fathers, so to speak, was a Revenant. And he points to the Mandalorian in armor. Kind of, you see it again, it's like floating up in the air, like leading troops. That is Fa Vadar. That is, she was a great warrior of the Mandalorians, and once the Revan had defeated Mandalore, his offer was put up for those. We are a culture where if you beat, we respect the strong, and as much as we many of us died at the hands of Revan, many of Revan's friends had died by the hands of us, but we respected someone who was a leader, and she decided to the best way for the Mandalores to move forward is to be that one aligned with Revan. And after we had found out that the Mandalores that Revan had killed, it's really confusing. That's we always say Mandalore, and it's besides the point. But that Mandalore was deceived by the Sith, and so Revan went after the Sith, and he said, "Hey, be sure to watch out for the Sith." So, and then she was like, "Yeah, this makes sense." So then she joined and was one of the founding women of the Revenant.
You said there's like a whole line of statues, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm walking forward along the line of statues now.
Yeah.
Looking
and you're seeing
for the most recent ones.
Well, you're seeing so that it's like it's weird because it's like Mandalorian armor, right? And you're seeing kind of, it's almost like a history lesson. You're seeing like these early versions of this like old Republic armor, and they're kind of moving through, and they're moving farther and farther. And it gets to a point where you see it kind of, it's all of the Vidal lineage, and then it kind of just stops. So that is when, so it was Zos and she was the last one that was here in the Revenant. Some of them decided to go back.
I take off my helmet and like compare it with the one that is the most recent.
Sure.
Is it the same?
It's not. But you said that you needed a new set of armor, yeah? So I have, this is very exciting for you if you want it, but don't tell anyone you got it from me. And he like goes, and you see that there is like, he takes you back to like the beginning, and like in this area is like the very first Mandalorian that he had talked about, and her suit of armor is there, like encased in like a glass, like protective. So, I mean, I'm not supposed to give it to anyone, but it's technically yours if I, it's.
I go up to it and I like slowly start taking the pieces and like replacing the armor that Caleb modified for me from that flight suit.
Sure. So it kind of looks a little bit more like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we see?
Can we see
yeah.
too?
So it looks more like this. This is like old school Mandalorian.
Fuck.
And then this is kind of what all the Revenant wear.
Okay.
You
look cool as shit, Clara.
And then, of course, that leaves us with, he points to Poya Korvica, yeah? She was, and you see that she's wearing like these ornate robes, very poised, and kind of at a level of command. Just kind of with the the way that she is positioned, it seems like she is just in complete confidence of herself. And this is one of the closest allies that Revan had within. She used to. It's a long story, but she used to be part of the Old Republic. Yeah, but the Old Republic. The Senate. We have a history of us not getting along with them because they're corrupt and evil. And I don't want to get into it, but she was one of the people that realized that there is something that couldn't be done inside of the Senate anymore, and that she needed to champion herself to position what she thinks was better for the galaxy. And she was kind of like, I don't know how to say it in. She's like a bankroller, yeah. So she was the money mind, yeah. She was very smart and made lots of.
She was a Corvica.
Yeah, she's a Corvica, yeah. She was one of the founding members of the Revenant, and she was the one that decided that if we were going to be a organization that was in the shadows, that we would need funding, we would need finances, we would need sides that were more open to move around in the regular galaxy. And that is what she created. And that was what has helped keep us as the foundations of what she created is allowed us to become, well, to build this, all of this. She's, we talk about her legacy quite often because it is the most apparent, no offense, because of the infrastructure that she's created.
Then what do you have to do with the Yemla Corporation?
The Yemla? Yeah, they are part of the many faceted aspects of things that the idea is that there was lots of organizations, yeah, that would help fund and create the things that we need, and Yemla is part of that, I guess.
You do know that Yemla has set up shop where the Corvicas used to live.
Yeah, this is true.
And that guy's gonna crap his pants when he finds out you're technically the CEO of the Yemla Corporation.
So it's. I mean, I guess you could look at it. I don't know. Don't. It's a little bit beyond what I'm capable. I don't. I'm just a librarian. I don't know how the finances work.
How many more of those paintings do you have?
And you see I mean, there's paintings and statues of there's lots of different people. But you're talking, there's a statue.
Mary Allen's.
So we have all of these. These are, yeah. They're one of a kind.
Where did you find them?
We've made them. They are ours. They were part of the Revenant. But, like, again, you can trace it and you can see that there's, like, a point where if you followed this to a point. Well, the thing with the Corvicas is that, you know, you've always technically been, you know, working with us unless, you know, sometimes you didn't actually know that you were working with us. If that is the questions that you're asking? I don't understand the
anything from the Veldaya estate?
I don't. No, I don't think so. I could look.
No.
Maybe there is. I mean, I'm the librarian. I should know this, right? And I don't have anything on you. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
But there's a cool lightsabers that you have. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm getting. And he looks off the side. He says we're getting ready to leave, and he wants to talk to you now. So if you don't mind, he's not someone that you want to keep waiting. Yeah.
Take me to him.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Just when you talk to him, just refer to him as Mandalore or Mr. Mandalore or your Greatness, Your Highness.
Mr. Mandalore.
Mr. Mandalore.
I'm just kidding. Don't. I was a joke. You can call it. Just say Mandalore. Just please don't say that or tell him that I told you that. It was okay. Great. So if you'll just come with me, and he like kind of leads you. He's leading you now out of this area.
Okay.
I need Io to do perception check.
All right. What am I rolling against?
I'll make it 4.
I'm gonna take 2 boosts and 1 ability.
Sure.
Well, there's that. So 1 success rolled, but I do get a natural success with all perception checks. So 2 successes.
Sure. So you're looking through, and as you're kind of exiting back out, you don't see anything of Veldaya, but you do see that there is somewhere along this ancestral line that you're kind of going through as they're kind of chronicling these. And this is, it's hard for you to understand where this would fit in the timeline, but you do see that there's a point where there seems to be imagery of vineyards, an estate, but it's not on Chandrilla. It's somewhere else.
Just a random portrait, though. Male, female.
You see 2 individuals, 2 Mary Allens. They're kind of looking out across this area.
One of each.
One of
male,
each.
Female.
Hmm?
Are they the artist and the business person?
You don't know.
Librarian probably does.
That's true.
Please, if you can come with me, this is most important.
Yes, this is important too. What were their names?
I would have to look it up. I don't know. I can find out.
Please do.
Yeah, okay. It's just, whatever you do, just... Yes, please. You can't keep him waiting much longer.
All right. I walk ahead to
Sure.
wherever he's indicating we should go.
He ushers you kind of into like a small side chamber. It looks very simple. There's not many ornate decorations and everything. You just see that there's just rows and rows and rows and rows of like weapons static behind. It's like kind of like a strange
Armory.
it's like not even an it's like a weird menagerie of weapons,
Mhm.
right? So they're all behind cases. You can see that there's not something you can just break and grab them, but there's all these weapons from throughout. You see like recent to things that you don't even know where they
It
come.
was more like a museum.
It's a museum. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a menagerie of stuff,
Okay.
right? Cases and things. You see big stuff. Yeah, it's like a museum, right? Is it great if you just wait right here, and then he'll be right out to talk to you, and I will go try and find those names.
All right.
So you're all in here by yourself for a brief moment. What do you do?
How did we get here?
I don't know. Well, I do, but it's a really long recap.
And what do you think Mr. Mandalore wants?
I have no idea. All I know is that looking down that family line, my family dropped out of the Revenant long before anyone I recognize.
Did you recognize anyone?
No. You?
Imagery, yes, but people, no.
Well, I'm only here because she seduced me with her wiles.
And then there's that.
Right. I think you're here for more than that, Aaron. You don't like to admit it, but you're a hero. You defeated CZ70B. As far as everyone here is concerned,
Clara.
he was an antagonist, so
He's not a hero.
Io, please, let her talk.
He's the Baron Majestic.
Say it.
the Baron Majestic then.
Thank you, Clara Faye.
You're welcome, Aaron Val.
You hear a door kind of slide open farther back in the room. You hear metallic feet entering in. Finally, kind of emerging from behind, area in the back, you see is a droid. It's moving closer to you.
Can we see it?
What does it look like?
He looks kind of copper in his color, large kind of strange squarish head, almost
Is it a protocol droid?
a droid that looks exactly like this.
Can we
Yeah.
Sure, certainly.
Pass it around.
Sorry, my eyesight.
Yeah,
Ooh.
mine's
We're all
not good
nearsighted
either.
here.
He's neat looking.
Oh. Oh, all right. Oh, I don't like what it's. I don't like the
You don't like
label on
its
it though. I
stats?
don't
I'll pay
know.
attention to that.
It's a friendship droid.
Totally. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you guys, it says assassin droid at the top
Yeah.
of that card.
Statement. It seems that the chosen ones have finally come home. Query. What is it that you decide to do now that the artifacts have been found?
We were kind of hoping to talk to your leader and find out what his intentions were.
Observation. You do not seem to understand when the leader is standing in front of you.
You're the Mandalore?
Declarative statement. Of course I am. Do you think someone as organic and meat-baggy as a non-droid could be leading the Revenant for this long?
Just how long have you been ruling the Revenant?
Answer. I've been ruling the Revenant since the very beginning.
That's a hell of a term limit.
Correction. It is the superior programming of my non-meatbag body.
So their ancestors formed the Revenant with you and put you in charge?
Answer. Yes. I was one of the Master's first companions, and though many have come and gone, I feel that I am the Master's greatest companion, and thus have led the Revenant as such.
So you're trying to bring back your old master then?
Commentary. It's strange that you have done so much and not understand what it is that you're doing.
We were hoping maybe you could enlighten us.
Apology. I feel like anything that I will say will not tip any sort of scale, one way or the other.
But information is information.
Agreement. Information is information. Query. What exactly is it that you want to know?
What happens when Revan comes back?
Statement. The Master will do what the Master does.
Which is?
Answer. Bring a select set of skills back to the galaxy.
We're talking about somebody who seems to have been on either side of history. How do we know which one he's going to be on this time?
Objection. Some would say that you have been on both sides of history.
It's a fair enough observation.
Request. Tell me what it is that I could do to have you stay as chosen. Or, query, what is it that you need to have you leave?
Regardless of either situation, we need to be alive and in one piece and together.
Commentary. Yes, it would make sense that you would want to be alive. That would make sense for your self-preservation. Statement. Indeed, you will be left unharmed if you choose to leave.
And the third part? Together.
Analysis. You seem to be focused on very specific terminology. This makes sense for meatbags as yourself, known to betray each other and such. Statement. Yes, you will all leave safely and unharmed if you choose to leave. Query, but what is it that you actually want to do?
What I want. I want all this fighting, this war to end.
Agreement. I too as well.
No.
But what I don't want is for the Revenant to become the dominant power. You have to understand that any kind of organization that holds all of the power is simply the Empire again.
Cautionary. You're proposing a situation in which no one will ever be able to rule, and thus there will always be a perpetual state of war.
I disagree. You don't need a single ruling body to bring order to the galaxy. The galaxy is better off with individual people being able to lead their lives and come to a compromise.
Apology. It seems that you and I have different ideas of what would be best for those who live in the galaxy.
But what about your master? What about Revan?
Statement. Revan will do what Revan will do. The Master has led us before. He will lead us again.
Guys, you gotta kill this droid. I have one more question. Herc's scarf that we left behind. What kind of totems do you need from us?
Query. I'm not understanding. I think I... Query. I don't understand the request.
What else do you need from us to make this work?
Statement. I do not need anything else from you. We have the artifacts.
Where's the Grand Master?
Answer. The Grand Master is taking care of the Reforger's trip to wild space.
And where are the artifacts?
Answer. They are in the temple. Safely secured until we are able to perform the ritual.
Which involves...
Cautionary. You're asking me to tell you things, and yet I feel like you're not going to be involved in this.
Well, we would like to make an informed decision.
Statement. Does your informed decision require you to know what the artifacts will be used in?
Absolutely.
Answer. The artifacts will be used in a ritual that we have been planning for a long time. And it will be used to bring back the Master. And yet, though this ritual will take place, it is unsure how long this ritual requires time to complete. Answer. We'll be heading to wild space to perform this ritual and return with the Master.
Bringing people back from the dead. As much as I sometimes wish we could do so, isn't the natural way of things. I know it might be difficult for your programming to comprehend, but it seems to me that you, not unlike the Great Deceiver, are taking an attitude of permanence being superior to the fleetingness that is organic life.
Translation. The meat bag is concerned of its own mortality?
My life doesn't matter. But what does matter are the lives of all of the people in this galaxy. And I cannot leave their fate up to the uncertainty of bringing back a master who you do not know what his intentions will be or which side of history he'll be on.
Query. You've had extensive time with the master. What is your take?
He was never very forthcoming. My take is that he's on his own side. And while I can support that, your attitude doesn't give me much confidence that that side will be sympathetic to the plight of all the people living in this galaxy.
Apology. Then I guess there's nothing further to discuss. He starts to walk away. Statement. If you'd wish to leave with your ship, now would be the time.
I'm probably going to regret doing this. I'm going to shoot him.
Sure, go ahead and roll.
What? What's the difficulty?
5 red.
Great. I don't have 5 red over here.
Cool. Just roll one over to her.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay.
Hey, man, clean it out.
Yeah, I'm going to take a challenge. I'm going to take some
three difficulty
difficulties.
And 8
and
setbacks.
some setbacks.
That's all 8, yeah.
That's 1, 2. And then that's 8, right? Okay. This is a lot of dice. Okay. That goes away. Okay. Those go away. This is looking pretty decent. Those go away. That is a one of these. And then we just have 2. Okay, so those will both just become successes.
Yep, there we go.
Oh boy. Well, I rolled 2 advantages.
Sure.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 successes.
For a total of?
10 plus success, so 18.
Great. So that becomes that. So that becomes this. You fire as you shoot him in the back, and you just see a shimmer as there's an energy field around it.
Why did you even ask about the damage then, Bert?
No, I mean, you still take damage
Oh,
off
okay.
the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Expletive. You really shouldn't have done that. Go ahead. What's your, well, no, you're going to take 20 points of strain.
Oh, okay. Well, then I get knocked out.
Yeah, you just feel as you kind of fire, you're wearing a suit of armor that they just gave you. As you just feel like as Clara collapses to the ground. Expletive. Now is the time to leave or else.
Captain's orders. Throw those artifacts into the fucking sun. Lightsaber on.
Sure. Io.
Do I have a choice? That was a rhetorical question.
Sure. The door behind you opens up. Aaron, go ahead and roll for me. Do your coordination.
What am I rolling again?
6 red dice.
Jeez. Do you need some
I
more?
just need 1.
All right, man, clean out the light side.
Yeah.
You got 3 boosts and 1 proficiency.
Sure, I'll take them. Those go away.
Those blank ones out of there. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on.
Okay, that's
I really like when
fine.
I don't roll a despair when I'm rolling red dice.
Mhm.
I consider that a success unto itself.
Sure.
Kill each other.
Out of there. Okay.
A success, 2 disadvantages, and a triumph.
So it's 2 successes then.
So the total is what?
2 successes, a triumph, 2 disadvantages.
Great. You feel something tug as you pull out the lightsaber, but you're able to maintain control of it. As you look behind you, and standing there is the Grandmaster and at least 20 Revenant. Is this really how you want this to end?
Fuck. You guys get out of there.
Your journey has led you to this road.
Just
You are the chosen ones, and you have fulfilled your journey. But this story is no longer about you. This is about the future and the stories that will tell. You can end this story right now, trying to defend yourselves, and going down. Some sort of act of heroism, or you can get off this ship.
We're outnumbered. I don't need to explain it any further.
And we're not heroes. Power down.
Sure.
Pick up Clara
And
as
I
best
help.
I can.
I help as well. We already lost Herc.
Okay. You're escorted out of the temple, where you see them desperately, or no, just very diligently, taking out the artifacts and putting them in stasis chambers. You see as you're continuing to move away from the temple, the destruction, the battle outside is being cleared up. The remains of the droids being shuffled into a pile. You see as you move through the turbo lift from the temple back to the other side of the ship, as different speeders and transports are moving around, emergency vehicles bringing aid and supplies, trying to put out remaining fires, clean up toxic waste that's been spewed out by CZ's droids. Continue all the way till you arrive back at the Ojimbo in your docking bay. Waiting for you is Caleb.
I was gonna say, is Caleb still there?
Grandmaster is with you this entire time. Well, unless there's anything else. Sure. At this point, Clara, you would have woken up. You would have probably woken up like while you were on the turbo lift.
Okay.
So like you would have seen the temple behind you moving away.
Clara, there wasn't a chance in hell.
I know.
I can't afford to lose any more people.
Where's Sardraska?
He's made his choice. And I've made mine.
You're free to leave. I would suggest to do so immediately as we're preparing for hyperspace. Don't worry, we've already moved away from the previous battle, so you don't have to worry about coming out. Space conflict.
Guarantee safe passage as we get out of here, yes.
Of course, unlike you, we won't try to shoot you in the back.
Caleb, fire us up.
Go forth and know that you have completed your purpose. It's the chosen.
Is this really what you want? You really trust that droid?
I trust my people. I will lead them through this, no matter what. Excuse me, we have many of our own to bury. And he points to something that's floating nearby. You see like a little, lift, as well as I think you do your own.
Thank you for bringing him back.
Is his axe with him?
Sure.
Our ancestors, they may have founded the Revenant, but they didn't stay. Somewhere along the line, they turned away. Do you know why?
That is a complicated answer, but some have died gloriously for the Revenant,
No.
and others broken away to ensure that the bloodline was secured. What has happened since then, I cannot say much to, because it seems like you have betrayed everything that which is your family has fought so hard,
Not my family.
and that is why we part. You think you're the chosen ones, and that means you're special. Yes. You have had a special journey leading you to this moment. But it is no longer about you. What is chosen has been fulfilled. Whatever you thought made you special, don't know what to tell you. You have to figure that out yourself. But know that with your help, we have done this. And may you find whatever it is you're looking for, as much as you've helped us find what we have been looking for. But it seems like we must part ways. Perhaps we'll meet again. Perhaps this is the end of this tale. And he starts to walk away. But just remember, if you do change your mind, there'll always be a place for the chosen.
How will we find you?
He stops again. You'll find us when we want to be found, or if you truly want to find us, we have people everywhere. And he walks away. So standing before you is the Ojimbo. Caleb is there. He seems to be wounded, but propped up, kind of holding on to the ramp. And it's the three of you here. Herc's body.
Clara. Tagoria.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Caleb, are you good to fly? She's a little shook up.
Captain. And as you get aboard the Ojimbo, you look around. Notice that for a ship that is as cramped as it normally is, has been for a long time, it feels a little emptier, a little bigger. Caleb moves to the front of the Ojimbo and starts to fire up the engines. And as this small little ship leaves, this giant, massive reforger begins to head into space. You see this large ship enters hyperspace, leaving you there in the stillness. And as Caleb plugs in the coordinates and he looks back and nods, you all look around the room at each other and realize that despite whatever is going to happen, whatever is to come, whatever part you may have played in it, the people around you right now have made it all worth it. As the ship goes into hyperspace, heads to Tagoria. That will end Pencils and Parsecs. We end Tier 3 Dark Side, everybody. Dark Side is the best side. Before I go into the whole thing, I have something to say. Just first off, I want to thank all of you for being literally the best group of individuals I've ever played a game with. Thank you so much to all of the crew. You guys have been fantastic, letting us go long, running everything. To Zach for giving us this crazy opportunity to do this. And I just want to say something to the fans, because we couldn't literally do this without you. You guys came in spades this particular week, and literally your support allows us to do this. So I just want to end with this, which is, despite maybe people's feelings about how this ended and what have you, I want to stress something, that everyone who's watched this show, everybody who's supported it, everybody who's tipped a tier one way or the other and has changed an outcome where we've gotten drugs to weapons to other such things.
More drugs.
More drugs. You own this as much as we do, because we couldn't do it without you, and you've helped shape this. And so with that I say, remember that you own it, and because you own it, do with it what you want. If you want to go a generation into the future and see what happens when the Revenant comes back, play it in your story. If you want to go back to KOTOR and explore who all these people were and how they got to where they're at, do it. If you want to go back to the Clone Wars and see what Shepard was when he was primed, he was totally not a clone. But if you want to have him come along, do it, because this is equally as much yours as it is ours. I hope that maybe whatever your feelings might be, you'll understand that this is now a space you can play in, continue to have fun. So as much as we played in Star Wars and we got to play in that universe and create our thing, you can take Pencils and Parsecs and play with it what you will. With that being said, I want to say one last thing, which is, we've had a lot of people that have been saying that Pencils and Parsecs is the thing that got them through some really dark times, is the thing that allowed them to kind of cope with all of the bullshit and ridiculousness of real world. And with that I say, there's nothing more to me that means so much to me. Because that is a testament to kind of what we're all collectively doing together. With that said, I want to stress, just because Pencils and Parsecs, this story is coming to an end, I want you to always remember that there's a place here at Hyper for you to feel that same sort of connection, to feel that love. This is what we're here for. If ever you have those moments, please, please remember you are loved, and you are continue to be the thing that drives us to keep doing this crazy, stupid shit that we're doing. So with that, that's all I kind of want to say before I move into the end of Pencils and Parsecs. We did it. We did it. We did it. That was a crazy episode. Thank you guys for bearing with us. Hector, thanks for showing up and being a part of it. It wouldn't be the same without you.
It would not have.
Everybody, jump into that Reddit this week.
What's tier 3?
Tier 3? I'll tell you what.
We've got 2 post-credit scenes, too.
Yeah, we have post-credit scenes.
We'll do all of these.
Yeah.
Let's do all of these. But I need to grab some stuff, so I'm going to stop talking because I've been yakking it up too much. So I'm going to kick it over. Hector, man.
You've been pretty quiet.
You've been really, really chatty all episode.
So I want to kick it over.
Do a lot tonight, man.
I want to kick it over to my main man, Hector.
I died. Go get your shit.
Go get my shit.
Go get your shit. This is for sure happening. I don't know if we've announced it yet. I think we can announce it in case people don't know. Is that next week we're doing a
Q&A
recap that's happening next week at 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. 8 to 10.
Oh, only 2 hours?
Only 2 hours. And the first hour is going to be everybody who's available who's ever been on the show. And I'm looking through Matt, also including Matt, but like to Cameron Rice is back there. Hey, Cam. What's up, Cam? Gross. Fiddler. So, and then the second hour is just going to be like the core cast.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the third hour is we're going to go get drinks. That's the plan.
Yeah.
We're going to go celebrate. So
Real-
that's happening next week.
Real quick, I don't know if you knew that I snuck in your house and I got this, but you first thing we got a little dark side. I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff out here. too bad this is happening. We got, this was one of my little. This was from my graduation and from high school.
Oh, that's
Oh.
hilarious.
It's a little Palpatine
That
figure.
thing
This
has
is literally
history.
like one of my old. No, that's not true. But this is a really old little piece. But we went dark side, so we're gonna start off with Palpatine. This is something literally from mine of ours. Joe, I don't know if you know this, but I snuck in your house and I stole one of your Star Wars action figures. So I'm gonna give this. Oh, this is gonna be a part of it. We can probably sign it too.
Yeah.
Last night we went full dark side on this.
That's
so,
Shepard.
That's Shepard.
That's a Shepard figure.
We have my actual copy of Thrawn. We're gonna give this away too. Maybe we'll sign it, but it doesn't really make sense. We'll do that too. And then last but not least, we went full 3-tier dark side. So nothing sounds better than a straight up
Those are
tiki
great.
thing. So we
I
went
love
dark
those
side.
tiki
We got the
things.
full tier loot. Everybody, we'll figure this out. I guess. Do we need someone? Do we need to do a giveaway right now? Yeah, I have two
We
more
got
scenes.
post
Do you want to run it?
credits.
Yeah, everyone run it. Sorry, I threw that at you randomly. But we have two scenes. One is light side. Hector, can you roll for me, please?
Yes, I
Oh.
Yeah, I'll Skype with somebody.
Okay. Joe has agreed to the Skype giveaway.
What am I rolling for the
Medicine.
last time? Bird medicine?
Reading,
Okay.
Reading.
What am I rolling against?
reading.
Too difficult.
Too difficulty. All right. Is Joe also doing a scene?
No.
Cleaning it out. Cleaning it out.
Clean it out.
Here we go.
There's 3 boosts, right? Yeah.
One of your kids is going to be a doctor.
Mhm.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Paging Dr. Herc Jr.
Let's go
His
away.
name is Aaron. He's
There you go. That's
beautiful.
it.
One success, one advantage.
As
Bleach blonde cub.
we open up onto Goria,
Oh.
Emrys is in child labor, giving birth. And as the last of your 3
Three cubs.
cubs comes out, there's a collective sigh of. And they're all healthy, beautiful, bouncing. They're like literally children. They're like infants. They've just been born and they're already practicing throwing each other. That's how much they already hate kids. And as she kind of breathes a sigh of relief, in the background you see is this Yojimbo.
Oh no, this is a bad and happy day.
Mad and happy. So,
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's gonna break the news to her that her husband died?
Oh, the captain.
probably.
That's the captain's prerogative.
Uh,
Fiddler Worth is also like for some reason on the ship too. He's like, they picked me up. It's me, Fiddler Worth. Your husband's dead.
Io,
Yes.
go ahead and roll for me, please.
Okay. What am I rolling?
We're gonna do Outer Rim.
Outer Rim. I'm a Core Worlds girl, but okay. What am I rolling against?
2.
Okay. Well, let's see how this goes.
Inch. And you took the challenge?
I did, yeah.
Our last dice ever.
Well, 2 advantages.
Okay. For some reason, whether you want to pursue it or not, that image that you saw on the Reforger of these 2 Mirialans
Mirialans.
looking out across like a vineyard and not Chantrilla, you've constantly, you knew for sure, because it wasn't, you've familiar enough with the Chantrilla to know what it wasn't, which was that. But you just kind of keep searching through
I'm on my data pad.
data pads, and you're looking, and you just kind of are going through planet areas, and you stop for a moment and you look, and you see something that may look like a planet in the outer rim that matches that image you saw. Can't be
I've
fully
seen.
sure.
Where?
You see the location on the data pad. TBD. You see it. You definitely know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have a destination in mind.
Aaron. Are you ready for a vacation?
Yeah, I have like a list of like 5 to 10 planets. That would be really, really fun to go visit.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Proper honeymoon this time?
Yeah, proper honeymoon. No electrocutions.
Let's visit those 5 planets and let's throw in one more.
Oh, kinky.
Aaron, can you roll for me, please?
Yep.
There's no more dice.
Well, maybe some might.
What am I rolling?
You're gonna roll.
Roll for all backstory revealed.
Do me a favor. Do your charm.
What am I rolling against?
2.
Oh, you rolled better than me.
2 successes.
As you're talking about destinations for your honeymoon and all that jazz, you get a message on your data pad.
I mean, I open it.
You cordially invited to the grand ceremonial ball on Shotoron, held in honor of the esteemed Baroness and then there's like a little button that says RSVP. Yourself, +1, question mark.
I know it's not necessarily the right time, but kind of got somebody I want everybody to meet.
Yeah?
I just add a +3.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Clara,
Mm-hmm.
roll your charm one last time.
Okay. Against?
Then Caleb, shoot your gun. One last time.
Damn, it's a good gun.
The Yojimbo just starts beeping. 2 difficulty.
Okay.
Nice.
4 success, 1 advantage.
Data pad goes off.
I look at it.
It's an image of Lyra. Corn. And Archie. So they seem to be in some sort of safe, tropical location. Destinations and the coordinates. Message from Lyra says, "We got a lot of drinking to do." The message from Corn says, "We got a lot of something else to do."
I just write them back. I'll be there soon.
Wait, was that on the same message? That's kind of inappropriate.
Uh,
Corn would be cool with that. Be like, I'm gonna put this on here too. There was like,
They
that's
go way
gross,
back.
man. Come on, man.
Thanks for ruining that. It's cool.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I do think that a little rest and relaxation is duly earned. But Aaron, do you have that secret channel you have for communicating with Randall? Because once this little vacation's up, I think he and I have a couple things to talk about.
That's right.
Herc?
And then he goes to heaven.
Yep. And
once you get on the same page, we see about starting up the resistance.
I like the way you think.
roll for me.
It's gonna take 30 years to catch on, but yeah. That's gonna be real.
What am I rolling? Medicine, 12 red dice. Oops. Aaron had a heart attack on the Jimbo. No, with that, everybody, thank you so much. Matt, do we have some awesome winners of these awesome cool things?
The winner of the cool swag is
Mr. the
T-Boy.
T-Boy.
Tyler Boyce.
This is
T-Boy.
literally our stuff, so you're going to get
Local.
it. It's
That's
used.
literally
like,
our
this is
stuff,
my
yeah.
book.
Yeah.
This is literally Joe's action figure.
Did you actually steal that from his house?
No, that was
We
that,
got those as gifts.
that was
right?
held by.
Quiet,
well,
you.
no, that was held by Kevin Smith at one point on
Ah!
camera. So there you go.
There you go.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
dope.
Still smells like him.
Oh.
We'll
People
figure it
can't
out.
hear what Matt
I've-
said,
I've
though,
met
so
her.
we
She's
need to
very
say,
nice.
yeah,
Doomsday Danny got the Skype
Doomsday
call.
Danny.
She's the one whose husband cosplays
As
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do a Skype both of you guys. I'm sorry I missed
Yeah.
you when you were here.
Yeah, they're very nice. I met them both.
Hector wants to grab. Oh yeah, the skull.
What is this?
Oh, yeah. That's the
yeah.
Aaron
Oh, yeah.
skull.
That's the Aaron skull.
Oh shit! Yeah.
This thing?
Yeah, it's like the pauldron.
Yeah.
That is so
It's
sick.
his shoulder epaulet.
You don't get to
Yeah.
have it, Hector.
This is so cool. This is what Togorian skulls look like.
They have weird tusks.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
But they just all keep it in their mouth.
So, everybody,
That's so
do we have
rad.
something we need things to go through, or? Yeah, let's do it. This
Yeah.
is the final one.
Let's
so
do it.
Yeah.
everybody really did amazing stuff.
Thank you for all the
Guys.
dice.
And be sure to jump in that Reddit. Be sure to use that hashtag Pencils and Parsecs. And be sure to tune in next week. The story isn't fully over yet.
No, we're back
No.
next
We're
week.
doing a QA fun time next week. Do you want to use this so people can hear it?
Yeah, we can share this bad boy like this. Like you do it like how Keith did it.
Oh, yeah.
This is not as cool as
You guys have to put your mouths closer to.
Guys, thank
Yep.
you so much, and thank you guys for putting on an amazing show.
Hey, you too, man. You were part of it.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
I was so happy to be a part of it, man.
You're the first one to die.
I was the first. I'm happy with how I went. But
Trendsetter.
I actually
We'll
am.
find
We'll
out
find out
next
next
week.
week.
Tune in.
But guys, thank you so much because like Bert said, this wouldn't be possible without you guys. So just thank you guys for everything. Man, let's just get through this really quick because Emma's getting choked up, is making me choked up, and I'm like, you know what I mean, dude? Anyways, let's get through this. All right, tight. Well, where was I? All right, cool. You and Bert, 1 sec. Let me.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Found it. All right, cool. So this was from J Danger 87. May the force be with you, Aaron. Boost 10 boosts. You stole our hearts. You skulldugger. You. Time for some thrilling heroics. Then we skipped. That was earlier today, so we gotta skip all this weird stuff that we did.
In the middle of the day.
Okay, cool. J Pistol, defect, difficulty, Winston X, hello. Everyone, I want to help our dark-sided players with the setback. May the force be with you. Bradley Burnett, setback. Dark side needs some help. The Shadow Piper, what's up, dude? Starting this off right for the dark homies. Setback.
Thanks,
Mr. Owl,
Jason.
dark side, difficulty, Supalot, ability. Thanks for all the good times. Time Aurora, boost. Graydon Smith, thanks for all the great stories. Ability. J Pistol, hold on, Herc, ability. Uberbaldy, Herc, proficiency. Game of Joe B, keep Herc stock, keep him alive, ability. Bradley Burnett, ability for Herc, help a Herc. Your J-Man, ability, save Herc. Fupoy, let's split between ability and difficulty for the Io and Aaron romantic combat. Bradley Burnett, boost, hashtag help a Herc. That was the hashtag going around. He really, guys, help the cat. Supalot, setbacks. SB Stewart J, setback. Go get him, ladies. Uberbaldy, damn it, Aaron, live. Ability. King of Bandits 44, boost. BLJKR, proficiency. Arcane AR
Archivist.
Setback. Hope this helps in that this works right. I'm usually light side, but the dark needs some dice. So, super lot difficulty. The Shadow Piper. What's up, dude? Let's get all the kittens. Dark difficulty. Helen Ann 27 ability. Helen Ann 27 light. Bradley Burnett boost. Jared Shane setback. This show helped me get through some tough times. Haven't been able to watch in a while, but wanted to show some support for this final one with the group. Thanks everyone for this great show. KF Joser, Pencil Parsecs has been a real boost in my life over the past year and a half. Shadow Pirate, what's up, dude? I'm coming, bees. Go Io, setback, dark. Fuboy, some difficulty. Time
Jason said he's
Aurora,
coming,
difficulty.
bees.
One more for the evening. Bradley Burnett, ability to help single mom Emrys. Mr. Owl, ability. This is crazy, y'all. We're almost there. Uberbaldi, I believe in Captain's ability to save the day. Jacqueline Chai, proficiency, light. J Pistol, difficulty. Shadow Piper, what's up, dude? Go Io, go. I love you. Dark, setback. J Pistol, let's finish it up nice and dark. Challenge. Time Aurora, sorry, Clara and Io, boost for the light. Game of Joe B, these ability are dedicated to the memory of Herc. The T-Boys, thank you to the cast and crew for this adventure in the galaxy far, far away that we all loved. The Force will be with you always. Light, boost. Justin T1977, difficulty to help Ion Clara, Captain's best captain. May the Force be with you all. I have loved this show so much. So sad to see it go. Win this one for Herc. Dizzy Aster, difficulty. Bradley Burnett, 5 boosts, 5 setbacks, 5 ability. 5 boosts, 5 setback ability, difficulty. This is my last PNP tip. Thank you to me and Hyper RPG crew for this brilliant show. I'm with you to the end of the line. Rabbit Wombat 442, difficulty. Titanium Dino Ranger for one last hurrah, light ability. Tiberius McCann 81, setback for the Skype. The Moon Rules boost, a good line for Aaron to say to CZ that he wouldn't know to say is a life for a life. Bringing it back to the
Oh,
fresh
yeah.
start.
Yeah.
Mara Fosca, light, may the Force be with you. You guys are great. Good luck in your future adventures. And the last one is Malagar01 with a challenge and a dark side.
Woo! Everybody, that's amazing.
Thank you guys so much, guys. I'm gonna let you all wrap it up. Don't forget, we will be here next week doing a wrap up. So it wouldn't be without you guys. So make sure to tune in, y'all. I'll let you take it away, man.
We'll get all mushy and stuff next week.
Yeah.
I've been bottling it up till that. I'm gonna kick that can down the road. So, I really need a drink, so let's get out of here.
Yeah.
But one last time.
Don't you fucking start, dude.
I can't talk anymore.
Bird.
From all of us. To all you.
May the
May
Force
the
be
Force
with you.
be with you.
Thank you, Bert.